3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Uncut Podcast! Woo! Hey!
We're so excited for this edition, everybody. As you can see, we've upgraded the scuffness.
The scuffness?
Yeah, we've got a camera now. As you can see, our two special guests now have a camera on.
So, those are our boys out on the street.
Live webcam. That is actually coming from Toronto, our boys David Keel and Ryan Reeder. What's up, guys?
They picked me up at the front of the Hardee's. I really didn't know what was going on. I'm in this weird basement now. But.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that intro was kind of felt like we were forced to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're kind of like being held
against our will.
Like our moms planned a play date for us. So we had to come over here.
Like,
anyway,
we don't want to hang out with each other.
I don't want to go to Corey's. His Wi-Fi sucks.
I know.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Uncut Podcast.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a radio boy someday, so he's got to get that out of the way.
Busy, get ready for it.
Anyways, everybody, welcome to another edition of the podcast. Why don't we start off with you're an asshole.
Sorry, that just gets me going. You know, it's just a good start.
I actually want to start the podcast off with something.
What do you want to start it off with?
I would like to suggest my own segment. It's gonna be one of the longer ones.
Okay, I was gonna do Pop-Tarts, but we could do that.
Well, we can get into it. I want to make a segment of my own where there's no segments and we just talk.
Hey guys, how was
your Thanksgiving?
Because Karen, we already do that for half.
I'm just saying. I'm saying. I feel like the podcast is too structured. I think we need to break this shit down, and we need to, we need to let the conversation flow.
Hey guys,
we don't
ready?
let the conversation flow much.
So Matt, it was Thanksgiving yesterday. How was it?
I don't know why you directed that at me
Because
first.
I'm going to go in order. We're just going to keep going.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
How was it?
Thanksgiving yesterday was fucking awesome.
Matt is a pilgrim, so he does celebrate Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I am a pilgrim. Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
John Wayne Pilgrims.
Yeah, pilgrims. No, dude, I ate at my aunt's house and I ate at my girlfriend's house, and it was, 2 meals in 4 hours on Thanksgiving.
Was it great?
No, it was insane, dude. I'm still backed up. Like, I have to take a dump right now, but I can't because we're on the podcast.
All right, Corey, how was your Thanksgiving?
I had one fat meal. And at 12 o'clock, that's our Thanksgiving dinner is in the afternoon. Because I eat with a bunch of old people, so
Understandable.
But yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's all I got. It's just Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know what you want to say.
Good Thanksgiving. Good Thanksgiving.
I went to my aunt's house, and I just trolled my cousins the whole time.
All right. Dave Keel all the way at Hardee's. How was it?
Dude, it was pretty straight. My girlfriend came up from Mississippi, so that was cool. And ate a lot, gained 2 pounds. Actually weighed myself.
Holy
fuck!
fuck!
Before the meal and then after the meal. And it
Wow.
was 2 pound difference, 2.5 to be exact.
That's a productive Thanksgiving.
Wait,
No Hardee's
in
food,
one
but,
meal?
Yeah, in one meal. Wow.
Wait, in one meal?
It was my whole meal.
Well, each chicken strip at Hardee's weighs 1 pound, right? So.
Yeah, and it's ham battered.
Yeah.
I could go on a whole spiel, but I'm not going to do that to you.
Ryan Reeder, how was your Thanksgiving?
Had a great meal at noon. Later that evening, went to my girlfriend's house, had a couple beers, shot some shots with their brothers and family.
Nice.
Pretty lit. Can't complain.
What'd you shoot?
Just some of that good old gentleman's jack.
Gentleman's Jack.
Yeah.
Did you fight someone by the end of the night?
Appreciate it.
Absolutely not.
Appreciate it.
Damn.
Stand up.
Fuck.
What about you, Skull? What'd you do?
Well, I don't remember it.
Well, I actually participated with Skull Kid on Thanksgiving
He
for a
was
part
there.
of it. So
But
I could tell you, but I'll let you figure it out.
I've been very intoxicated / overdosed.
Listen, what did you think happened that night?
Overdosed.
I'll tell you what actually happened.
Overdose with drugs?
A lot of pie. I've smoked so much pie, it's not even funny.
There you go.
This isn't podcast safe.
I know you. But
Well, he has a segment
Yeah,
called
I know.
Skull
What do
Kid's
you
High
mean?
Thoughts.
That's okay. That's okay.
Tonight on the podcast, Skull Kids
no,
High Thoughts.
we got there. I wasn't expecting. I like that. I wasn't expecting to cook. I had to cook. It was really disappointing. Then me and Cam did the dishes. Yeah, that's about it.
But you cooked You did not cook. You ruined. He
I
ruined
cooked
some
a little-
sweet
I did ruin
potatoes,
sweet
and that was
potatoes.
his cooking. And then we
Hey,
threw the
it's
sweet
fine.
potatoes out back. And then
I
someone
did.
else
I walked
cooked.
all the way back to the alley and just dumped them.
Well,
That
you
was our
attempted,
fucking
and then somebody else
Friendsgiving.
I
actually
attempted,
cooked.
yeah, and then they got mad at me. I
You
was
don't want to ruin the sweet potatoes.
Well, he started mashing them while they were boiling in the water, so it was just sweet potato water at the end of it.
I don't know.
Sweet water.
Like I
That's
said,
sweet
it's been a
water.
long.
It was
it's
really
been a long
gross.
few days,
Yeah.
guys.
Yo, real quick, I just wanna throw this out there. What's the best what's the best food you eat at Thanksgiving?
I got mine.
Stuffing, bro. Easily stuffing.
Stuffing.
You think stuffing is?
Dude, it's bread, like water and seasoning. It doesn't
It's just wet
feel
bread.
like
So that's brings to my point is yes, I think stuffing and cranberry sauce are like tied, but I like who doesn't like bread, you know? And when you have just little
Carbs,
balls of
No.
smushed bread,
It's so gross.
It's
It's
even
wet
better.
bread.
it's not even. You eat wet stuffing.
It's mushy bread. Yeah.
wet.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
wet.
It's like, I would
Did
say
you, like, put
moist
some
is
water
the
on it?
right
Moist.
word, like,
Moist.
Yeah, it's
I
not
wouldn't
like
say
brownie.
it's wet.
Yeah,
It's gross though.
It's like
definitely weird.
nice
It's not
and like.
good.
Yeah, I do
Definitely
not love it.
good.
And to
Stuffing
think,
stuffing's definitely like on the very.
Well,
Oh,
we
it's
all
got
have
a
an
little
we all
bit
have
of
an
turkey
opinion,
shit
and
in
that's
it,
the
too.
wrong
It has
one.
to.
Yeah,
So.
that is totally the wrong one.
Hey,
Stuffing's
sorry,
the
I'm
shit.
done talking.
I think cornbread casserole is my favorite.
Cornbread.
But not
Cornbread
everyone gets
casserole.
that luxury, man.
Yeah,
I
see
get
that.
okay.
To me, that's not a typical Thanksgiving.
Really?
What the? Okay, first off, can you explain what cornbread
Yeah, I
casserole
kinda
is?
wanna
Because
know
I have
about
no
that.
idea what that is.
Well, it's cornbread
Uh huh.
made into a casserole.
How do you make it into a casserole?
I guess
It's
they-
like a wet form of cornbread. So if we're gonna go off that basis, then like it's wet.
What else is in it that makes it a casserole?
Well, I think it's just twice baked. So like you make the cornbread and then you bake it again in the oven, and it's real good.
But how does that make it a casserole? How is that not just
That's just twice
I
baked.
don't know. It's just called cornbed casserole. I think that's how. I don't know how they
Dude,
make
I
it. My
think-
grandma
I don't know, man,
makes
I'm
it.
just kinda, like, hostile right now.
You're pissing me off, man.
I'm kind of hostile right now because I
I mean,
really need to know what
I'm
cornbread
gonna agree
casserole
with you guys.
is.
I haven't heard that shit since I left Mississippi, so I think you're appropriating some cultures here. So I think that's what you need to explain right now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure cornbread casserole is definitely cornbread with some corn in it, and then you throw it in the damn oven, and then you cook it. It's literally all it is.
And they just call it that.
Technically,
Yeah.
everything could be a casserole.
You guys want to hear something funny about cornbread?
Yeah. Well, what makes a casserole a casserole?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, Dave. What do you think?
So, I've been to Golden Corral in probably like 7 years. It's been a while, but listen. So last time I went, I love cornbread, by the way. Cornbread's the best. But last time I went, they had cornbread. I got like 12 pieces of cornbread, and I ate 2 of them and was done with it. Just completely done with it. I look over, I'm like, I don't want this anymore. And my mom looks at me and she's like, "You're gonna eat that." I was like, shit.
it's
So this woman basically
Golden
forced
Corral.
cornbread down my throat. And
Ain't nothing wrong with
I don't think
beans
I've
and
ever been the same.
cornbread.
dude. You fill your plate up at Golden Corral,
I
and
was
expecting
leaving
to throw
that.
most of it away. Like that's how it
It's a
works.
buffet. That's how
Yeah.
it works.
Disposable food.
Yeah, for real.
The thing that you chose Golden Corral for your cornbread story
I was just there.
is probably the worst thing. Like the worst thing about
It
your
wasn't
story.
that good. It wasn't that good. It was all for cornbread.
Yo, man, low quality food, high quality time. That's what they're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anytime you walk into Golden Corral, you're asking for something bad to happen.
You're
Yeah.
asking to shit yourself.
Yeah.
I have not been back to Golden Corral since the time I was in there, and about 30 feet away from me, this guy was having a burping contest. At his table,
Yeah.
legit, this fat ass dude just sitting there, like think of the loudest burp possible and multiply that by like 3. Like it was just absolutely horrible. And looking back on it, I should have like thrown a steak at him or something. He probably would have just caught it with his mouth. But.
Yeah, he would have liked that.
Matt, you seem very hostile.
Yeah, I am.
Matt, go take a shit, dude. You're fucking
Yeah, you're
pissing me
stopped
off.
Dude, I can't do that. I'm contracted.
Okay, fair.
I can't wait
Contracted
to
to
see
do
it.
Until it's over.
He gets paid way too much to take a
I'm
shit
just
right
here
now.
so
You
I don't
can't.
get fined, guys. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Should we jump into Pop-Tarts?
Let's jump into the pop.
We can jump into the Pop Tart.
Pop-Tart.
Okay,
Yeah, Pop-Tart.
I'm not gonna open them
Just a quick
up
recap.
here, but I'm gonna open them down. You can't look.
Okay.
Just a quick recap
Can't
for
look, guys.
Pop-Tart week 1. Cameron brought Wildlicious. JJ
My favorite
last
Pop-Tart.
week brought Cherry, and now Corey with our third Pop-Tart.
Everyone gets a Pop-Tart. A single Pop-Tart.
Do we have to like guess what type of Pop-Tart?
Okay, let me
just-
Not only guess, but
So-
you got to give it your like quality and taste. You know?
I just
for
have
you boys.
a quarter of a Pop-Tart.
That's for
I want
us.
a full Pop-Tart.
First, wait, before you even taste it, just try
You really get into it, yeah.
just try to judge
this
it by
supposed to be
just
like,
smell and appearance.
Like a random.
I know what this one is. There you go.
Oh, I already know what it is.
I'm gonna steal a bit of this plastic.
100% already know what it is. It's so easy.
Yeah, I feel like.
It's not supposed to be hard. You know, it's my favorite.
Hashtag cinnamon roll.
It's my favorite
Yes.
Pop-Tart.
Is it?
You know?
Can I try it now?
Go ahead.
I was gonna guess like apple pie or something, but
You could just tell by the way it was covered in icing.
Ooh.
by smell only, I would give it either between an 8 or like 9.5 because that smells
Are we
delicious.
going out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smell, I'm gonna give it like a 7 because you can't really like.
I don't want to leave
You don't
crumbs.
get the whole like cinnamon roll
On the
to
keyboard
it.
though.
You just get like a
I don't want to
sugar.
leave crumbs on the table.
I'm gonna give it an 8 on smell. It's got a nice aroma, but it's not too overpowering that like I don't want to continually keep smelling it.
I'd give it an 8. I think it's an 8 on smell.
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to like a little bit more icing being on it.
Yeah, that's a downside.
I'd give it an 8 for. Actually, I might give it a 9. Like, if this was a candle, I would love this candle. If it's a candle smell like this, I would love this
But
candle.
like seasonal though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
real seasonal. Yeah. I'd give it about a 9.
Yeah, if this was available every like day of the year, I wouldn't like it as a candle
Yeah, I would definitely get burned out on it.
for sure.
Not to be punny, but.
Honey.
I like this one. It does lack icing. I don't like how it lacks icing.
I think the icing.
If it was completely covered with just that crisp white icing, it'd be an easy 10.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you guys handle your cinnamon rolls, but I'm drowning in them.
Yeah, always.
Oh yeah,
So.
easy.
This is like almost naked as a Pop-Tart.
But to be honest, even though it's naked, it's not bad.
no, it's not bad at all. I ate the whole thing.
It'd be a lot better if you put it in the toaster though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
If it's warm, that's a game changer.
You can't.
I think it automatically goes up 2 points on that.
I don't toast my Pop-Tarts.
But
Wow.
no, but think
Really?
about it.
Same. Never have I
thought-
ever
No, but
toasted
I've
a
done it
Pop-Tart.
once.
Tried it.
Think about this.
You've
This
never
is
even tried it like that?
my thought.
No,
my
I've
theory
never.
on
I've seen
toasting.
them cooked and they just don't look good.
They're warm,
I
bro.
feel like I would ruin a perfectly
That's how they're
good
meant
I
to
think
be.
yeah, they're good enough as
You
they
guys want to know
are.
what's really good? So, Uncrustables. We all know what Uncrustables are, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they have a Nutella version of it. If you eat it without heating it up in a toaster, it tastes like shit. It tastes good, but like compared to heating it up, if you heat it up in a toaster, it's literally like you eat the bread, and then the chocolate's melted into the bread somehow, and it's just
Is it just
It's
Nutella?
organic.
yeah, just
Never
Nutella.
even heard of it.
Sounds
yeah,
orgasmic.
greatest thing ever.
Taste wise though, Corey, on that Pop-Tart, I'm gonna go a strong 9.5.
Really?
Just because of the way that I don't know how to put this. If it had more icing, it'd be a 10, 100% out of the ballpark, in my opinion.
Agreed.
But just because the lack of icing, like you guys said, it's just not up to my standards. But it's definitely a strong 9.5.
I don't know, bro.
So do you like the cinnamon roll?
Yeah,
flavor?
I would say definitely top 3 Pop-Tarts in my book.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
I think that's a bold statement.
I'm more of just like a cherry, just brown cinnamon sugar, maybe occasionally a s'more Pop-Tart guy.
Oh, that one's the best.
But I will say that was a very good Pop-Tart.
Dude, I like the blueberry ones, honestly. And then I like
Oh, yeah.
I like the fudge ones. I know
The
that's a hot
fudge
take,
is
but
so
that's a hot
good.
take, dude. It's
Chocolate
like a
fudge are
brownie.
good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
But what do you
chocolate
give
fudge is
this
good.
one?
Honestly, on smell, I gave it an 8. I'd probably give this one, like, on taste, like a 7.5 or an 8. I think toasting it would be a game changer. I think it would automatically go to like a 9 for me.
No, yeah, because think about this: like a cinnamon roll, you're gonna eat right out of the oven,
And it's
right?
warm.
You're not going to eat a
So,
cold cinnamon
so when I
roll.
mean
mine
a
raw.
Pop-Tart that's basically a cinnamon roll, you're gonna want a little toasty, a little nice warm, so it just melts in your mouth. That
Yeah.
icing.
That icing
I just
melts
think,
in
I
your
feel like that
mouth.
would be
Drizzling
the game
all
changer
over
for the
your
icing,
face.
Too. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like we get more icing taste if we heated it up.
You like icing drizzling all over your face? It tastes really
Of
good.
course,
right?
when I mean a cinnamon
a nice
roll
cinnamon
Pop-Tart.
roll. I'm gonna give this a 7. Initial taste, it's very good.
7, wow.
The aftertaste, though, it's very bland because there's not a lot of icing on it, so it's more or less the crust. So the aftertaste, not so much. The initial taste, fire.
Yeah, I can see that.
Aftertaste.
The aftertaste is a little weird. It's got like a weird draw. It's not quite
Yeah,
cinnamon.
like I can still taste it a lot too. Like
Yeah.
it's there.
Well, 10 out of 10. This is hands down my favorite Pop-Tart.
Oh boy.
I just like to add that this is the second 10 that Cameron has given. How Cameron?
Matt,
okay,
Matt,
wait.
Hey, it's not your taste buds.
Hey, at least
Yo,
he's consistent,
no, wait.
bro.
Exactly.
Wait, how can you? How can you give 2 Pop-Tarts 10s though? Because one has to be not.
Cam
one
really
has to be
loves
the
his
best, right?
Pop-Tarts.
This is hands down my favorite Pop-Tart, Matt.
One has to be the best, and one has to be the second best.
Yeah.
Which one are we talking about here? What Pop-Tart do I like more than this one?
JJ brought cherry.
Oh,
and
that
you
one's
said,
my favorite.
And you said 10 out of 10, and then you just said for this one 10 out of 10. One of them has to be a 9.9, bro.
Nah, dude, it's my favorite.
We're died, yeah. Hey,
God damn.
maybe
whatever.
Cam. Hey, Cam just loves Pop-Tarts. Okay.
I love Pop-Tarts.
Consider yourself a Pop-Tart connoisseur.
Oh,
or
I
an
love
enthusiast?
Pop-Tarts.
Oh yeah, enthusiast.
I
There's
don't-
a difference, man.
I don't live Pop-Tarts, so enthusiast probably.
Enthusiast.
Yeah.
So you know more than the average person.
Yeah.
But you're not an expert.
I can get lost in the shop and save, Pop-Tart aisle.
There's just so many options.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Shop and Save.
All the knockoff brands. Don't get me wrong, the knockoff brands are good, but
But
that's a fire ass.
Pop-Tart.
This is a fucking good
This is
Pop-Tart.
really good.
It's a good Pop-Tart.
All right, Corey.
I'm probably gonna rate this one a 9.
It is your favorite.
If it was warm, it'd be a fucking 10, dude. It would be a 10. We should. You want me to go back down to Curly's and get another box?
You got this at Curly's?
No.
Yeah.
If he got this at anywhere but Curly's, it would taste better.
That's where the 9.9
Wait, you got this at Curly's?
Oh yeah, dude, I found this at Curly's.
All right,
I'm
it's a
just happy
5.
You made it out of there alive.
Yeah, right.
They were talking. Okay, when I was at the
Jesus.
cashier, they were like,
Jesus.
"Yeah, apparently across the street they did get robbed." They were talking about like a robbery at Shamrocks or whatever the bar is.
Nice.
I was like,
literally
"Okay, cool. I feel safe now. I'm out of here."
Jesus.
But yeah, I'd give it a 9. It's a
Like
good
asked to
Pop-Tart.
get robbed or
Okay,
shot.
so like that
Yes.
flashing red light, there's a bar right there,
Patty D's.
right?
Yeah.
Patty
Where's
McDee's.
Curly's from that?
Curly's is
Across the
literally
street.
so like you're at that light and you have like your fire station over here, like you're going towards the train tracks. You have your fire station, but you gotta go this way.
Okay, so you take a right, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there once.
The-
Don't think it, Rob.
The one time I went there, a guy stared at me the whole time from his car.
Thanks.
It's weird.
Do you remember that?
It's weird.
You
yeah.
were with me, I'm pretty sure.
The
We
place
pulled up
is
in the
weird.
shaggin' wagon.
Shaggin' wagon.
The place is weird, dude.
Very
I'm just
weird.
saying.
Matt Woods.
Smells delicious. Needs a little bit more icing for my taste. Would have been better in the toaster, but I'm not gonna discriminate against that because we don't have a toaster down here. So 8.5.
8.5.
Damn.
Solid. I like that.
I think that's my best rating. No, I rated Cherry 8.8, but it was pretty good.
Glad we can all like the cinnamon roll Pop-Tarts I bought last minute at Curly's. Fucking
They were really good,
shitty
man.
place full of cigarettes and $2.79 for a box if you guys want some.
Ooh, I may have to make a pit
Delicious
stop on the way
cinnamon roll Pop-Tart.
Oh, they're close.
That was sick.
They're
I
close.
have to rob the place on the way home.
Did you get a Black Friday
You could do
deal?
that.
Hey, they're used to it.
Black Friday deal for the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah,
Black Friday deal. Usually they're like $3.25. This time they were $2.79.
that's
at
really
Curly's.
good.
So I got a really good deal on
That's a
Pop-Tarts.
black. That
If
is
you do
a
that
Black
every
Friday
year-
deal, baby.
Yeah, if you do that every year for like 10 years, that's like a free box of Pop-Tarts.
I should have bought all the Pop-Tarts in general.
You should just
Black
bought
Friday
just stocked up.
deals on deals, baby.
I should have bought all Pop-Tarts, boys.
So did you hear? So Fallout right now.
Sorry.
Came out what, like 4 days ago? I think.
76?
Yeah. Okay. It's $35 right now because of Black Friday.
No fucking way.
Yep.
I need to
Hey,
go home.
Fun fact: got COD Blackout, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout on sale today for $35.
Really?
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, just the blackout or
Like
the
the whole
entire
Like the
game?
whole game.
The whole game.
Oh.
I'm an idiot and paid $60 for Red Dead Redemption.
It's still
2.
$60.
Yeah.
That's the only game that didn't go down.
I really want it, but I don't have a
Yeah,
console.
dude. Well,
I'm waiting
guess
for
what?
PC.
I've been playing it like it's my life's mission, and it's worth $60.
6 days. You got it.
It's priceless.
You
What?
got a so
You got it.
I guess I do have
Start
a
a new
console.
save.
I don't feel like I have
All
a
that
console.
middle school pent up aggression I've just shot
Shot random.
random people in the
I
town.
spent.
You've been putting people on railroad
They,
tracks?
they
Yeah.
felt my wrath.
Oh, yeah.
They
That's
felt
what you
my
gotta
wrath.
do.
Yeah.
I spent an hour and a half just trying to kill a guy on the railroad tracks. A train never came.
takes like 30
Then
minutes.
I died and the train came, so I grabbed the train and spent like 20 minutes just going back and forth.
And the guys on the back of the train are shooting
they're
at
shooting
you.
at me.
Sometimes if there's a lull in the game, I'll just ride down the road and I'll just shoot like a random civilian. Like it's just irritating.
Fuck this dude.
Yeah.
This dude's herding his cow.
I'm not saying it's the right way to play, but it's my way.
There's actually a lot to that game. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
So, like, if you pet a dog in a town, it will approach you next time like it knows you.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
And then you can steal it and get a fine.
Yeah, or you can just kick the
Fun
dog.
fact, the one
Kill the
thing
dog.
You
cannot
can kick
kill
the
in that
dog if you
game-
want to.
The one thing you cannot kill in the game is children.
That is
That's
true.
bullshit.
I've killed women
Really?
in the game,
Yeah,
but I've not killed a child
I watched
yet.
a video on it. It said the one thing that you cannot do in the game is kill children. You can like stumble them with like your horse, trample them, like knock them over, but you literally cannot kill them.
Damn shame.
What if you put them on the road like that?
They literally don't die.
That's really bad. Shame on you.
Get your
Damn.
shit together, Red Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
We're calling
If
you
you're
out.
watching this, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. that.
So Black Friday was today. Besides the deal that you got, anyone else get some sick deals? Black Friday.
Nah, I'm wait till Cyber Monday. I don't have money
Yeah,
too.
Cyber
so-
Monday seems like the move.
I got some socks.
You
Got
can
some
pretty
socks.
much get just as good of deals online.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I heard is like everything that's in the stores.
Hey, what's the side conversation going on
Oh,
over
on our
there right
island
now?
over here.
They're at Hardy's right now.
Yeah,
Leave them
dude.
alone.
I'll tell you
But-
once like your guys' conversation's over.
Okay.
I know you're an angry person.
Well-
It might upset you, man. So
Hey.
that's why I'm like just trying to keep it to myself.
No,
over here.
I'm just kind of confused right now why you guys are talking like while other people are talking during the cast.
David said something funny, so I was just laughing at him.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't say shit.
You're a tough guy, Jim.
My name's not Jim.
Sorry,
No,
bro.
I was talking about how last night in the car, Matt was getting fired up about how like all these people are going out for Black Friday whenever you could get same deals, if not better deals, on Cyber Monday,
Exactly.
which you 100% can.
Yeah.
But I think it's fun to go and watch people just fuck each other up in the store and fight over the last like
last box of
the little
cereal.
grill or the last little microwave, like
Fucking TVs, that's a big one.
Oh,
Yeah.
TV's always seeing people getting swung.
Always
George Foreman
TVs.
grills go like hot.
Yes, they do.
Now I agree that it is fun to watch that, but
Not
and-
participating.
if you actually try to participate and like somebody like steals stuff out of your cart or like elbows you in the face,
Then
for,
you
Then you
Fucking
have
kill 'em.
all the
they'll be
reason to
different.
kick their ass. It's really fun.
exactly.
I like
that
to-
would be-
And in the
Real
GC
life,
Walmart,
guess.
fighting is welcome. Like, it's literally like a
Yeah,
common
but in the
thing.
GC Walmart,
Fights
you're gonna
happen
get
every
shot.
day at GC Walmart.
You guys
so-
want to hear something that happened in
Black
GC
Fridays.
Walmart? Oh, this is so. Remember last two podcasts we were talking about the weirdest thing that's ever happened. This is the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me, and it happened Tuesday. My bad. So I go into Walmart. And I walk into Walmart. Really hot girl behind me. But anyways, walking into Walmart, and this guy stops me. He comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, can you jump my car?" Before I even have time to answer, he's like, "You're not racist or anything, right?" I was like, "What, man?" He's like, "Yeah, will you jump my car?" I was like, "Yeah, but I don't have jumper cables." He was like, "It's okay, man. I got them." I was like, "All right, give me like 5 minutes. Let me go get my shopping done." Because I had a time frame. I'd go back to work. I was like, "Okay, man." So I'm walking around Walmart, and the electronics part and the clothes, like right there. So
You saw him in the
so
electronics
I'm right
section.
there, and I'm looking at a sweater I wanted because it looked pretty cool. This guy comes back up to me. He's like, "I already asked for help, didn't I?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, man. Would you help someone that's stranded? You're not racist or anything, right?" I was like, "Dude, you already asked me this. No." And then he's like, "Yeah, well, you help a man that's stranded?" I was like, "I mean, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say no to helping someone stranded." He's like, "Yeah, I don't know how much a bus ticket is." I was like, "I mean, neither do I. I have a car."
Sorry.
And so he keeps going. He's like, also, this dude, maybe 30s, he's either cracked out of his mind or he really is homeless, and that's sad. But he was like, "Yeah, will you give me money for the bus?" I was like, "Don't you have a car?" He was like, "No." I was like, "You asked me to jump your car. What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't have a car." I was like, "All right, man." He was like, "What are you shopping for?" I was like, "Thanksgiving stuff." And he just kept going on, and then he was finally like, "All right, man, well, I'm going to go wait out front if you can help me." I was like, "All right, man."
I was waiting for you to say he was white or something.
No.
You're not racist, right?
No, that literally was the big thing. It was like, the first thing he said to me is, "You're not racist." And I was like, man. What? Come on.
So when does it get weird?
That was weird. What was really weird...
That was actually the whole story.
What was really weird was he asked me to jump his car, but didn't have a car. I might have died.
It's Grand City Walmart.
I was in Grand City
Sex
Walmart.
lingo, bro.
Yeah. He might have put me into sex slavery. I don't know. I don't know.
Sex trafficking is big nowadays.
Yeah,
It's
especially
good money.
especially at Granite City Walmart.
That's the market we need to tap into.
Right. I haven't seen one slave shop in town.
No.
Let's start a business.
You can move in, yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the question I ask every single viewer on the podcast. And this is, I asked every single viewer on the podcast this question. How often do you guys masturbate?
Oh, God.
Corey, come on, man. You're putting me on the spot with this one.
How often?
I really have to crunch the numbers on this one.
Alright, so there's 7 days in a week.
24 hours a day.
I'd say...
Honestly, man, it's seasonal for me, right? So, hear me out when I say this. So my girlfriend lives in Mississippi.
The summer's a big time.
If I'm
for
at
Dave.
school...
Summer's a big time
if I'm
for
at school,
Dave.
which is the majority of my year, about 9 months, then the numbers go low. But, we're doing the whole long distance thing, then they spike up a bit. So you gotta ask if it's seasonal.
I would say probably, well, since I'm on the road, depending where we're at that weekend. If we're at home, it's like it's a must. So I'd say probably
Pre-game.
It's like your
Pre-game.
Can never do a pregame.
It's a celebratory thing.
You lose all of your testosterone.
Yeah.
Okay, I learned that the hard way. Played like shit. I'd say probably 6 times a week.
6 times a week?
That's
6
pretty
times a
standard.
week.
Have one
It's a good number.
day off.
It's a good number.
Yeah.
Usually Sunday's my day off.
On the Lord's Day, he rests.
I devote myself to that. But yeah, I mean, it can be anywhere from 6 times a week to, depending if I'm having a bad week, it'd be
20.
22.
9, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But yeah,
That's
fair.
fair.
I'd say probably 6 times a week.
I respect
That's fair. That's fair.
Alright, now question. On the day you do it, do you do it when you first wake up or before you go to bed?
Dude,
Or
I'm
midway?
I'm like a midway person, man.
Yeah.
I feel like
After
if
dinner?
I'm in the morning, man, I gotta have coffee first.
And then go
That's
out.
not where I want to devote my energy, but at night, I'm kind of too tired, and
Yeah.
that'll just amp me
my
up, man. And so I feel like it's more of an afternoon. I'm watching Animal Planet, and I see some lions getting it on, and then I just get it in my head.
It triggers
So
it.
I gotta go that route with it. So it's like an afternoon delight type of thing for me. It feels.
Oh, fuck.
I'm like complete opposite from Dave. I don't have to watch Animal Planet.
I don't have to watch Animal Planet, but it definitely
I'm
helps.
not about the Animal Planet life.
No National
I'm
Geographic.
definitely
Yes, the giraffes!
I'm not a morning guy by any means. It's just not on my agenda. I'm more of maybe an after homework, late night kind of guy. Maybe midday, after practice, depending on how I'm feeling. If I
In the
did do
showers.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say pre-shower or post shower.
Oh, pre-shower.
Definitely pre-shower.
Pre-shower.
Yeah, you gotta get that going.
Pre-shower.
You gotta give it a clean wash, man.
If you post shower it, dude, you better hope it doesn't just get on your legs.
Shit right there, boys. I'll tell you that.
If you're
What-
more of a
what do you mean, get it
post-shower
on your
person, you
legs?
need to reevaluate.
On your
You
leg.
gotta clean your legs again.
Yeah.
You know, why would you jizz onto
How
your
the
leg?
fuck are you sitting?
Well, if you
It's like-
post shower and you go back
What
sit down
position
on
are
the
you in,
toilet.
man?
That's what
If
paper
I do a
towels
post
are
shower,
for.
I'm
You got
imagining
one leg
sitting back
over
on the
his head.
toilet, lid closed, and just sitting there.
And what's
yanking
right
away.
next to the toilet that you could jizz into? Toilet
You're
paper.
telling me you do it with the toilet closed, dude? If you do it with the toilet open, you just push your dick down.
Yeah, that's true.
That's uncomfy.
You guys are crazy. You guys
Yeah,
put your
I'm
dick in the
sorry,
toilet and you
I've
flush
learned
it.
I
so much
can
since I
honestly
sat
say,
down at the table.
I can
Right.
honestly say I've never beat off in my own bed.
Really?
Ever,
No,
I
I-
can that.
That's-
ever. It's too gross for me. I'm more of a toilet guy. Hop in the shower.
Would you have sex?
I
in
can
your bed?
respect that.
I can see that.
That's
I
a
respect
question
that too.
I like to keep confidential.
Oh, okay.
So
no kiss and tell.
No.
Yeah, I'm more of
Okay.
a private person. I'm open to talk about masturbation,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely sex life. Gotta keep it low.
That's fair. Okay, going back to your bathroom thing. Do you guys crap before your shower or after?
Dude, all the gross shit.
Dude,
Easy
I don't
question.
know, man. I shit
Before.
really, I have to shit really bad in the morning, but if I can't get it out before the shower, it definitely works its way down after.
I don't know. My body's on a schedule, man. My body just knows. So when I
Wake
wake
up,
up,
shit.
within the first 30 minutes of my eyes opening, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
It's game
I
time.
can't shit in the morning.
It's
No?
game time.
No, I can't shit in the morning.
Really?
It's in the afternoon for me. I
Have
can't.
you ever
fucking-
considered a probiotic, like a digestive, like that kind of thing?
No.
Really
Nope.
regulates it, man. I'd highly recommend.
I'd rather just, shit in the afternoon.
on
I get,
schedule.
yeah.
Stay on your schedule.
I'd rather just stay on schedule.
Sounds
Now
like Corey's lacking a schedule.
yeah.
See, Corey, if you get it into a schedule, then you know, I can't leave the house for another hour because I'm gonna shit soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, then you won't ever be out and about.
Really not a
growing a tail.
I try to.
I don't necessarily have like a schedule. Like I don't ever shit in the morning, but if I have to shit, it's in the afternoon sometime.
Okay, here I got a question for y'all then. What's like the record of shits taken in a day for you guys?
5.
I mean, I've had some bad days.
I would say like my stomach.
Like,
I
but like
one
sickness,
day.
diarrhea doesn't count. This is all natural.
Oh, natural, probably
natural
two.
shit.
Oh, natural.
average is 2, but
Dude, I shit a lot. I'm gonna probably say
3, probably 3.
yeah, 3.
natural, probably like 6 or 7.
Dude, I would honestly say
Wow.
I'd probably max out like 4 or
Jesus!
5
And you were
honestly
just
in a day.
wowing me for 5?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like whenever
Dude.
you take all that pre-workout, you take your
Yeah,
protein
that fucks
shakes.
you up.
I'm
Caffeine,
telling you, man.
for
Caffeine for sure.
Like
Coffee,
I shit
yeah.
coffee
once in the
all
morning.
nicotine,
I
honestly.
probably
When they
shit after
mix,
the first
it's
2
a-
classes.
You have a
Coffee in the
damn
morning,
breaking.
It's just magical.
They mix
After
together
dinner,
and your
before
schedule
bed.
gets. Oh fuck, dude.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, man. I shit a lot.
Should make a digestive pill with that shit in it.
That would do it for me.
Nicotine and coffee. Yeah.
Okay, here's the big question though. How do you wipe?
Yeah, front to back or back to front.
Ooh, dude,
Like,
that's
I feel like I'm gonna be judged really
Front
hard.
to
on
back.
that.
I was
that's
about to say, how about
heavily. This is honestly
front to back,
pretty
yeah.
heavily
Start at the
debated.
balls and go up.
Yeah, start from the balls.
Wait,
and
hang
go
on.
back.
The first question is: do you fold or do you wad?
Fold, dude.
Fold.
Oh,
man.
fold.
Never
Fold.
wad.
I'm not trying to
Crumbling
cut
just
my booty
spreads it
hole.
around.
Yeah, crumbling's a
it's just-
horrible
there's
idea.
no method to that madness,
dude,
man.
I don't want
Like,
to answer this question.
think
I'm
about
gonna
it.
take some heat
If
for
you're
it.
thinking like statistically speaking, man, like how many more wipes you can get if you're a folder, it's honestly crazy.
Oh no, I don't wipe more than once with the same paper.
Yeah,
I
No,
don't-
you don't fold it back over.
You gotta fold it back over.
No.
Yeah, you fold it back over.
You're wasteful.
You're wasteful, dude.
Yeah, why would you waste
That's
that
why
much
there's third
paper?
world
I'm not gonna
countries,
spread
dude.
shit
I
all
don't-
over
I
my
don't
ass
fold it
cheeks.
back over.
It's not, yeah,
No,
you
I
have
don't fold
a
it back
system, bro,
over.
right? So you got the prime square. You get like I get like three.
Three's
and,
good.
like,
Oh,
fold
I
it
do 4.
on
And
top
we're
of
working
each
with
Four's
other.
good too.
2 ply to 4
Four,
ply
that's a
for
little
here,
too
so
much.
it's already
Yeah,
thick.
We're not using
so it's
that
thick.
hotel.
Yeah,
it's
that
supple,
hotel.
It's supple, okay. And then I go 1, half. Another one. Maybe, depending how crazy it is down there at that point. Maybe.
No.
Maybe a third. But most times not.
See, and I bet that you're the guy who drinks a bottle of water and throws the bottle away.
You're exactly right. You're goddamn right.
So how the fuck are you okay with? Why is wasting paper worse than wasting plastic? You should throw paper away all the time. It decomposes.
But the difference is, right, like,
I think he has you on this.
yeah,
Yeah.
you kinda did, honestly.
All right.
I have drank from this
Hey,
bottle
I'll
for
take
like
the
2
heat
weeks.
from Dave, and I'll answer the question. I've never been much of a front to back kind of guy because I just can't seem to grasp the concept of that. So I literally just spread my legs and go back to front. Always have.
Are you like just like out
I
of
make-
curiosity, are you in the middle?
Yeah. I make sure that I don't go up far enough to where it gets on my gooch. Okay. So that way, like, I don't have to worry about shit being there. So usually, I'm a pretty long wiper. Like, it usually takes me like a decent amount of time because I like being clean. But I definitely am a folder, and I'm a reuser. Like, I just fold it over. I don't waste toilet paper. My mom and dad pay a lot for that. So, but yeah, whenever it comes to throwing away water bottles, like, I've never thought of that.
Legit?
Throw it away.
If
Does
you-
anyone in this fucking room right now stand up when they wipe?
No.
Oh, that's me, dude.
Wait.
I do it at the
Yes.
end
That's
to make
me.
sure I
No.
got it.
I lift. I don't
Well,
stand
yeah.
up.
I stand. I stand.
Corey's
You want-
definitely a big stand.
Oh, do you want to know how I fucking do it too? You're gonna all judge me for this.
Show-
I
show.
stand.
Show.
Okay, so I stand. This is the toilet, right?
Corey puts his foot up
Stand.
on the seat.
No,
Put up on the
no,
toilet seat, baby. Put up on the toilet seat. I own that shit.
Look at Matt. That's like so best
Are you
friends
kidding?
right now.
Are you kidding?
I'm
me?
serious,
That's
dude.
a
How?
sick joke, Corey.
This is like a heavily debated topic. I was just curious to see everyone's answers.
I guarantee you that there's like 3 other people in the entire world that
I
would
see
ever
some
even
hey,
think of
whenever
doing
you're
that.
No.
man, and you have a lot of stalls next to you, you can see some weird people. Like, you can honestly see the way they stand up.
That's why I don't shit in public.
If they like,
Yeah.
I've even had a guy sit next to me at school with his feet facing the opposite way.
Whoa. Is he doing homework or something?
I don't know. I've always wondered that, but I also wanted to knock and say, dude, like, what are you doing?
Wait. I this is my guess. Most probably he was on his phone and he was sitting
I was
there
thinking that.
and using
Nice
that as like a
little
ledge
armrest,
yeah.
to like use his phone
Still
or something
weird,
like
but
that.
like I could see.
Oh yeah,
it.
that's
Wanna hear
very
the
weird and
Weirdest
like
thing I've ever seen.
Probably
Well,
beating
really
off in the
dumb.
toilet. Just
Wouldn't
shitting
say
everywhere.
C. So at Colton's, obviously it's a restaurant. You gotta shit every now and then. So I'll go and shit. I walked in the bathroom one day, and this old dude was walked into the stall and literally just it was done. Got up and left. I don't even know if he was.
Jesus.
Got up and left. I was like,
I mean, we always hear our good friend Dylan Bewald talking about like the just ghost shits where sometimes it just gets all out and it kind of cleans itself.
It does. The ghost shit that happens.
I will be the first one to say that is a true thing. It's
It
very
is.
rare.
I have it
Rare.
almost every day.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
lucky you.
Because you're a vegetarian.
I am a
as well.
vegetarian.
Yo, you're a vegetarian?
Yeah, I get a lot of
Are
fiber.
you fucking scared
my
of him?
my shit is like
no
it's like a
red meat.
sponge. It's out. There's no mess really.
That's
So
interesting.
But are you
Yeah.
scared of him?
So how long have you been a vegetarian then?
gonna be over 2 years soon.
Damn.
It's been a long time. Has been a long
It's
time.
been a
for him.
while.
But I can't believe you guys think that's weird to stand
It's
up
definitely
and
weird.
Weird.
Definitely
I
been
don't
odd.
I think the part that
is
makes it weird is that you put your foot up. on
Yeah,
the
that's
floor.
what.
Okay, that's pretty weird. I'll give you that.
But imagine him not.
Yeah,
It wouldn't work, you know.
All right,
it's
so
a good way to do it. You know?
When you're taking showers, do you shampoo first or soap first?
Shampoo.
Shampoo.
I don't have
Yeah.
a method. I
Start
don't have
from
a
the
method.
head and
I
go down.
shampoo simply because your hair is gross, and I don't care what people say. Shampoo your hair first, and then all that nastiness comes out, and it's on your
I
body.
agree with that, yeah.
And then you
And
wash
then
your
soap
body.
it,
and
yeah.
you
I actually read that somewhere, and that's why I totally changed my routine because I was a soap first person.
Really?
But then if you wash your hair after, then you just get all like the grease and shit
The
from your hair,
oils.
and it's like pretty much you shouldn't have done what the fuck you just did like 5 minutes ago because you just wasted
Yeah.
your time. So
All right, follow
I'm all about
up.
Damn.
efficiency, man, and so. that
Yeah,
was my
dude,
method.
your life is like a fucking train
Honestly,
station.
dude, like I mean, I have to have order. I'm a structured person.
I got a follow up question. Soap or body wash?
Both.
Both.
I do both.
I like both. I'd prefer like a bar of soap over body wash.
I agree
now.
with that. I feel like it's more clean, but I do both.
I use a bar of soap on my face, like on my nose, to dry it out, to get all the blackheads off. But other than that, if I run out of body wash, I'm not offended or not upset if I have to use a bar of soap.
Like the Irish Spring bars of soap.
Irish Spring
I do
bars
Dove,
of soap
bro.
are classic.
I do
Dude,
Dove.
that they honestly
Respect.
make you smell so good.
Yeah.
They really do. Like
You know
you smell clean. You smell
I agree with
just
that.
so clean.
Smell me. I put Irish Spring on.
They actually have a Irish Spring body wash though.
Alton and
Yeah, they do.
Riverdale.
I've used that.
It's pretty nice too.
It's awesome.
Alton and Riverdale.
Yes.
They had a game with hockey. Riverdale. I don't know what Riverdale.
But
I actually use
apparently
lava
there was a
soap
bench
in the
plant
shower.
ball there, and that sounds lit.
Just scrub that on there. Gets all the grit off me.
lava soap.
I do work at
Or
Collinsville
Riverview.
Ice and
That's what it says.
Collinsville Ice.
Collinsville
No.
Ice and Fuel.
No, what the fuck is that place?
That's the rock
Oh,
place.
okay. I see what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Talking about hockey.
That's what I'm thinking. That's that season, so.
But
Oh yeah, it could be bad.
There's no river.
let's veer away from like the cleansiness.
Let's not, dude. This
Oh, I'm
is
sorry.
going great.
I'm learning a lot.
Unless you want to keep going on
This
with the
could go on
cleansiness.
all night.
Okay, I just thought of a good question. How often do you reuse your towels?
It depends.
Dude,
Oh,
I kind of
yeah.
got like a set number in my head of like 3 to 4 times.
Really?
So that could be one day for me. That could be 2 days. But then after like the 4th time, I'm like, nah, this guy's done.
Really?
Yeah, I am like that. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I try to
I
reuse
feel
it a couple
gross then.
times just to make it worth my while.
I feel gross then.
So for me at school, I have one towel hanging up on my door, and then I have one towel on my chair, like in my room. And for me, like I feel like okay, so like I shower a lot. I probably shower like 3 times a day. Once whenever I wake up, hockey, and then before sleep. So for me, if my towel is not completely dry, it starts to like get that
freaks me
weird
out,
funky
too.
smell
Yeah.
to it.
It's like that whole.
It's like
dingy
fishy.
smell,
Yeah.
And then
so,
you feel like you're gonna smell
yeah,
like that.
so
right?
if it's completely dry, which is the one generally in my room, like on my chair, I can use that one up to like 7 times maybe. Like I'll use it like once a day, and then use my other one, but it's not like fully dry. But I probably get like a week out of my towels, I'd say.
I'll tell you what, college hack, because I live in a fraternity house, so that's like shit's gross all the time. If you want your towel to be dry, because I'm like him, it gets moldy and stuff. I have like just a little fan that
That's what I
oscillates.
do.
Just throw it over that bitch, and then it just dries out for you. So like by the end of the day, if I'm gonna use it again,
That's
like,
pretty
I'm ready to
smart.
go.
So
That's what I do.
I don't like doing laundry because like first off, laundry detergent is expensive.
It is very.
It's
expensive.
stupid expensive. I don't like doing laundry, but at the same time, I don't like dirty towels. So I have actually right now I have like 5 towels, which would give me 5 days if I take a shower every day. I'm not big on reusing it, but like if I am going out somewhere and I want to actually get clean and be dressed up, etc.
Mhm.
And I don't have a towel, I'll find at least. But I try doing one towel and one towel shower, and then just washing them all.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's expensive to clean stuff.
What about you, Cam?
How many times do I use a towel?
Yeah.
So in a day, I'll use one towel, and then the next day I'll get a new one. I'm wasteful. Yeah, but the thing is I'll use that towel. I don't have like a bathroom cloth, like a washcloth. I'll use like that towel that I was using for that day, like after I brush my teeth. Like that's what I used to wipe my mouth off and stuff. So I try to get more out of it. Yeah.
I respect that.
That makes sense.
But I just like, man, I do my own laundry sometimes. So
Yeah. Alright, so question: when you guys shave, do you guys shave in the shower, after the shower, before your shower,
Before.
After.
after?
We do it after.
I could see that though, because it gets all steamy and it loosens that shit.
Yeah.
up, but
I do it in the shower at times, but that's also because I've clogged
Do you
my
have a-
drain. I've clogged my drain up a lot.
But do you have a mirror though?
Huh? No, I literally just.
Free
I
fall.
have the idea. You're right, and then I'll go into the mirror
Whatever's
afterwards and just finish whatever.
Yeah. See,
But
but I
like-
feel like that just takes more time.
Oh, it does a little bit.
Start
But
doing
like, I mean,
sounds.
I'm in the shower. It's hot. I'm relaxed because
I got you.
I'm there. And I'll just figure fucking just shave it all off. It won't clog up my sink
It's not
drain.
even playing for
Fuck off you fat useless sack of fucking Yankee danky doodle shite.
I think that was meant for Corey.
Probably.
Is it my turn to talk now?
boom.
Wait, who are we on about the towels?
Here's Corey.
Did we get to Corey yet?
No, I was just gonna say I'm probably the most least wasteful. I literally use
The
that
mo-
shit for like 2 weeks.
Oh my
Wasteful.
god.
Really?
That's disgusting.
2 weeks is a little long. For
It is a bit
It's
much.
a little
That's
long
excessive.
for
That's a
That's a
lot.
lot.
I just
Well,
use it
how many-
until it starts just getting wet
How many
constantly, and I'm like,
times do you
okay, I'm
shower?
done with this.
How many times do you shower?
Like once a day.
Oh, it's still
I
kinda
can
gross.
I can
Yeah.
say
I
I
see.
I
can
think
say
that's fine then, depending like how. I think if you shower once a day, I think that's fine.
Sometimes I don't shower every day because like I wake up so late, and then it's like there's no point for me to do it. I usually would just shower just to fix my hair or something.
Just rinse off.
Yeah.
And sometimes like before bed, you just like don't even wash. You just get in the shower.
Yeah, sometimes.
Just gives you a sense of cleanliness.
It's really, really nice, satisfying. The steam like opens you up too if you're like sick.
Yeah.
I would say about a week on average is how long I use my towel. Like my thing is like if you're clean when you get out of the shower, your towel shouldn't get gross after one use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it
Unless
should.
you dig in your ass and have to get that.
Are you a flosser?
Well, I don't wipe my ass with my towel when I get out.
If
I just
do,
I just
know
kind of
where I wipe
I just
that,
kind of
too.
I just kind of wipe off my
Oh
balls.
yeah, dude.
Which
Oh,
my
yeah.
balls are clean when I get out of the shower. So.
Well, I mean, we would hope.
I don't floss.
I
but
feel like a
just
man's
clean the
balls are
sheets.
never clean.
Yeah, true.
Just can't happen.
Well, no, 5 minutes after I put pants on, you know,
Yeah, it's
there's got to be
sweat.
some kind of, you know,
Residue.
There's a funk. There's a
Residue.
funk.
residue. It's just
You
like
got that funk.
You
just
ball
like-
residue.
what's this, man? You like actually pull a substance
You
like
got that stank dick.
stank. That was funny.
Why don't we? What was our first topic? I haven't done this.
This is was this my
Pop-Tarts are
segment?
we open?
Yeah, this is still your segment.
This was my
like-
segment.
No, we opened with something else.
No, we opened with Thanksgiving and then popped
Yeah.
up.
Happy
True.
Can
Thanksgiving,
I ask a
pilgrims.
question real quick?
Hit me with
No.
a question.
All right. Since I'm a big food guy, what's everybody's favorite type of food?
What's
Type?
our favorite type of food?
Type.
Like you mean like
Like just like your favorite meal. If you were on death row, what would your last
Ooh,
meal be?
that's a good way to put it.
What would your
Okay.
last meal
Death
be if you were on?
Because
death row?
they actually do that.
Yeah,
you know,
they,
like
they take your like order for what you want right before
Yeah.
you're sentenced to death.
shit, dude.
Dude, I feel like I gotta go basic and say like steak.
We'll work this way. We'll go this way, Dave.
I feel like steak, dude.
Steak.
How would you get it cooked?
If you
See,
say
I'm
well
weird
done,
though.
you gotta leave.
I say medium well.
Mm,
I don't like
That's
it.
fair.
You do
Mine
well.
is not well
I
done.
like, dude, I either
Well,
like
yeah.
mine medium well or well done.
I'm
No,
medium.
dude.
Whenever I ate meat, I was
Wait, here's
medium.
my
I
logic
can't
with it,
have the
right?
blood in there.
So like if
man.
you go to
So
a
they
good
get the
steak
flavor.
restaurant, they're never gonna cook that shit like medium well because it's like a disrespect to the chef. So
It
if
is.
you say medium well, they give it to you medium, which I don't really like pink that much. So that's kind of like my philosophy with it.
That's fair.
Like I kind of outsmart the chef in a sense.
Okay.
Because then like he gives me the least amount of bread
Right.
that I can get.
That's fair. Reuter?
For me, like I'm a big pizza pasta guy.
Fazoli's, bro.
Fazoli's is fire, dude. Like I'm not even lying. If I was on death row, like legit on death row, it'd have to be either Fazoli's fettuccine alfredo with a whole plate of breadsticks, I'm talking a whole plate. Or just the classic Emo's pepperoni pizza.
That shit's fire.
Like I'm not like
Honestly, Emo's is gas.
like it's the little things in life, man. Like Emo's pizza, not everybody knows about it, but I'm telling you, man, if
rare.
I was about to die, I would muck a pepperoni pizza from Emo.
Okay, side question, and then we'll get back to it. Emos or Romas?
Emo's, dude.
Dude, they're
Emo.
both good.
What the fuck's Roma?
They're
I was about to say, what the fuck is
Roma's
Roma?
they're like-
You've
also-
never
They're like-
had
They're like the
also-
same thing. They really are. They're like the same thing, but Roma's is more of like a home
Thicker.
style.
thicker, dude. It's huge.
Oh, I'd probably like Roma's more.
Oh,
then.
dude, it's so good.
I don't like
Roma's
Emos.
is to
actually
die
gas.
for.
Roma's pasta is better than Emo's pasta, but Emo's pizza is better than Roma's.
Man, Emo's
I
tastes
love
like you're
Roma's
eating
pizza
like
more. I think I like
pasta
it more.
sauce on a cracker to me. That's what it tastes like.
True, yeah.
It is really weird.
Have you ever had Roma's, man?
Yeah, many times.
What do you think better?
Really good, but I don't think it really like in like a pizza throwdown. I wouldn't like think of that with
Yeah,
Emos because
I
Emos
definitely would.
Emos is literally like cardboard thin, and Roma's is like thick.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the
Roma's-
same. It's
yeah,
like the
Roma's
same
is on
shape,
par with,
isn't
like,
it?
anything else.
But
It's a
like
square.
completely different. Like Roma's is like what you would expect if you like had an Italian grandma who was like really good at making pizza.
Okay.
Italian grandma.
That's true.
Like Roma's is
Ziti,
like,
that's her
I feel
name.
Like Emo's is more
Ziti.
comparable, like TJ's pizza in terms of like consistency with like how thick the crust is.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so back to you. Meal on death row. What would you choose?
I would have. It'd be a tie right now. It'd be between.
A tie, like black tie,
Yes. No, red tie.
red tie. Okay.
So it'd be between
More flavor.
a Red Lobster Ultimate Feast, which if you guys have never had that, it's obviously the biscuits, which are fire. It's crab. It's 3 different types of shrimp. It's a lobster. It's everything. Everything you could possibly want. Fire.
So you're a seafood guy.
I love seafood. It's Maryland in me, man. But or it'd be wings.
Wings
Kind
are
of wings.
gas, dude.
So
Boneless, bone
no,
in,
it'd be
bone
bone in.
out.
So we went to Chicago. We went to this place. It was on the Navy Pier. Couldn't tell you what the name of it was.
Giordano's.
Yeah, something like that.
Or
And
something like that, yeah.
the wing sauce and the wings might have been the
Giordano's?
west.
Yeah,
the,
that's it.
the best thing I've ever had in my life. So it's between those two.
Dude, I respect wings. I
Wings
like
are so
them.
good.
Respect wings.
Hard to
Came.
fuck up a wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is hard to
Vito
fuck up a
does
wing.
every
Boneless
now
for
and then.
sure.
Vito
Okay,
does it.
Cam. What about you?
So if I was on death row, and I had to pick a last meal, it would definitely be some pasta con broccoli, with a rosé sauce,
Yeah, he's getting into it.
and
He's thought about this.
I would have a
before.
side, and it'd be sushi with avocado and cucumber in it.
Sushi would be a good one.
Shit, dude. I
do
forgot
like
about
sushi.
sushi.
I love
Sushi's
sushi.
fire.
I forgot about
Wait,
sushi.
can I ask a quick side question to Cam?
I'm technically pescatarian.
Okay,
Is that what you're
was
asking?
my question.
Yeah.
Okay, but then I guess my question still counts though. What's the one thing you miss the most? Like that
Wings.
you can't eat because you're vegetarian. Like if you ever crave anything, it's meat. Like what do you crave?
Honey baked ham.
Okay, interesting.
That's fair.
That's fuck. I mean, I could
I
break.
respect that.
I could break vegetarianism
That's
for
something-
honey baked ham.
As a joke thing, that's something I do for a death
And like
row. Like,
Thanksgiving and Christmas meals must be hard for you then,
No, not at all.
because they're like, but that's around I think.
I don't even care anymore.
could you imagine?
I could
That's
eat all the
intense.
potato products in the world and I'm happy.
True.
Could you guys imagine like you're on death row and they're like, "What do you want?" I want a whole ass ham, like a whole ass
I
fucking
want a fat
ham.
fucking
I think there's a price. There's like a price
I,
range.
I want an
Isn't there?
entire
No,
turkey.
it's literally whatever you want.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's literally
yeah.
whatever
It's your
you want.
last meal of your life.
Like, I
right?
looked up some of, like, the last meals. Like, John Wayne Gacy literally had a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. That was literally his
Damn.
last meal. And then you got some that, like, they just want, like, a warm apple pie. Like, I don't know. They're
Just want-
fucking weirdos, obviously.
I
like
just want an
serial
apple,
killers.
man.
Yeah,
But, alright, Corey.
Yeah.
dude. I'd have a lobster tail. Oh man, I have maybe a couple lobster tails with a side dish of lasagna.
Ooh.
Fire,
That's
dude.
fair.
That's the one thing that's going through my mind right now.
Nice.
It's
works.
so good, dude.
Matt, what are you gonna go with?
When I was in Colorado, I went to this restaurant that had like way overpriced steak, but it was also the best steak I've ever had. So I'm gonna agree with Dave on the steak part,
How you
but
cooking it?
it would be a medium rare steak because that's how
Yeah.
men eat their steak.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Dude, that's
And-
too much blood.
It's
No,
so much
And
blood.
I'm talking
the
like
flavor.
I'm talking about this specific steak that I had that had this like butter sauce on top of it that was just like
Yeah.
Oh,
incredible.
Was it like a garlic butter?
Straight gas.
Yeah, like garlic
Yeah.
butter sauce, but also A1 sauce because any steak, literally any, like, I don't care how good your fucking steak is, like, it will be better with A1. You know what?
But honestly,
you know what
I
I mean?
fuck with Heinz 57 too, or 47,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah.
The hot
That
sauce.
was
But,
good.
like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know. I could eat A1 on way many other things besides steak, like fries.
I'm like that with ranch.
Baked
Chicken,
potatoes.
yeah,
baked
ranch-
potatoes.
Good, like with the
To me,
skin.
like ranch is just the ultimate condiment. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I can put that shit on everything.
Yeah, everything.
True.
I don't like
can agree.
ranch.
I can
I don't
agree with
like
that.
it.
I don't
can eat
think.
hot
I
sauce
don't
with
know.
most stuff.
Jimmy John's
Ranch?
like,
I wouldn't
their
say,
ranch
like-
is crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. the
Ravenelli's
chicken
ranch.
Oh.
It's good on Jack in the Box tacos.
Have you guys ever
Um,
put hot sauce in your mac and cheese?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffalo mac and cheese.
think that's-
Oh,
Dude, buffalo mac and cheese from Peel. That's the shit.
fire! That's
the
the best
shit.
mac and cheese I've
Yeah.
ever had in my entire
It's
life.
got like ranch and celery in it and shit. It's awesome.
Oh my god, little chicken pieces with
Yeah.
buffalo sauce
Can't beat
and
it.
oh man,
Game
dude,
changer.
it's
Hey, guys,
fucking
I'm back. I'm gonna peel
delicious.
real-
I'd like to retract my favorite last meal. I would just have a bunch of cinnamon roll Pop-Tarts
Yes.
because that's my favorite Pop-Tart.
Favorite pop
Dave
tart.
ate the
That's-
rest of it.
that's
I did
funny.
eat the rest
He
of it,
literally
actually.
ate the whole thing.
Damn it, so did I.
Yeah,
You got
I
one right
got really
there.
snagged,
How
bro,
about that?
and so I decided that I was gonna
You got
stay
one right there. You can eat
yes.
one.
These are my favorite.
Matt, while
So
Cameron chomps down on his favorite Pop Tart in the world, are you ready for the headline hoax?
Oh, I'm so ready, dude. Are you
'Cause,
ready?
No.
I'm ready.
Okay, guys. It's time for headline hoax. Woo!
Yeah, Jeremy.
Alright,
Oh
if you've
yeah!
never seen
Woo!
this- so if you guys don't know, and if you've never seen this before and you might be watching, this is a segment where I have 5 headlines. I'm going to read them, and then you guys guess if it's a real headline or it's a fake headline. So, without further
I have
ado,
a question.
what up, fool?
Is it okay if Dave and I both do this instead of like him just having like skip out?
Oh, yeah, since JJ is not here, you guys can fill in for
Yeah,
it.
you guys
So you're
fill
gonna
in
have
for
to come up with one consensus,
But
basically, and you'll go for JJ.
Okay.
So yeah, and right now, before we start, the standings. Oh, I didn't count them for last week, but
Should be
They're
11
close.
and 4 for everyone, or is it 10 and 5?
they're close. Nobody. I think the lead is there's only one person that has like 10 instead of 11 or something like that. So I think it's Corey.
It is cool.
Yeah, I'm
So
doing
basic, but you know it's
Yeah, 'cause
one
Alex
behind, so
saved
it's really
me. That
close.
would have been me.
And we're halfway through it. Once we get done through 6 weeks, whoever is the loser, will have to
We haven't decided this yet.
eat. You know, we did decide.
Did you?
Pepper.
Well, we
Yeah.
have ideas. We
We'll
have
ha-
nothing's final.
Oh, we didn't finalize it.
No.
Okay,
Fat
we won't say
fucking
it then.
Ghost pepper.
The
Don't
fat-
Nope.
I know.
Fuck
I can't
that.
kill myself. I couldn't do
Don't
it.
do that.
do it.
Couldn't do
It might. It'll probably have something to do with eating something that's disgusting.
Anchovies.
Ah.
Just a big old tin of anchovies.
All right, headline
Corey, haven't you already done?
number 1.
Yeah.
And spam.
Let me make sure I have this in the order.
What does spam taste like?
Spam tasted like
Dog shit.
bologna.
Salty bologna.
Yeah, really salty
If you
bologna.
fry spam, the connection is pretty fucking good.
Okay.
I bet.
Okay, headline 1.
Headline number 1,
Try
baby.
anything.
Come on now. You ready? You guys ready? Skeletal remains of English woman found in her home with the television on 3 years after her death.
So here, the order we'll go in. We'll go
Those two.
starting over there, and we'll swing down.
So
Okay.
basically what this is saying is a woman died in her home but wasn't found until 3 years later, and the TV was on
For 3 years.
when they found her.
Oh shit. Okay.
We're gonna say that's real.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Alright.
Okay.
We had time to think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they
You
said
gu-
real.
it's fine. You guys are good.
I still feel like
I mean-
the more I think about it, I'm just.
Are
Wait,
we-
you can't like take 5 minutes, but like.
are we allowed to
Yeah.
like? So everybody has their own opinion, but me and Dave have like ours together.
Yeah. If you yeah.
So real?
I like how they quietly murmured.
I don't think that that's real.
Also, they don't have a mic, so it's
If you-
for one.
If you have to argue, just speak up.
For one,
She wouldn't be paying utilities.
For one, her utilities would not be paid for. Two, I feel like the screen would have, like the bulb in the TV would have burnt out by then.
Like a lot of TVs, like how recent was this? Because a lot of TVs nowadays like shut off automatically.
Yeah.
And then like thirdly, this woman's gotta be really fucking alone to not.
That's
be
why I
found
said
for
no
3
one
years.
knows. Nah.
So like the more I think about it, the more I think my first answer is stupid. So
We're gonna go.
I'll give you
We're
guys
gonna
the
go-
chance to.
we're gonna go
turn
fake.
We're definitely
That's
gonna go
how
fake. Big F-A-K-E.
Okay,
Oh,
JJ goes fake.
Same thing, basically. Like, they didn't pay utilities for 3... Unless someone's just paying utilities for this dead woman. No, didn't pay anything. No one walked in on her. Like, in 3 years, no one came to this bitch's house and looked through the window and said, she's dead. Has to be fake.
Corey, you go ahead.
So, I'm gonna say fake, but my mind's telling me to say real. Just because in the fact that, I don't know, the utility thing, whenever you said it, was like really fucked me over. But what if like there's just like a homeless man just living in there with like the dead skeleton or something, just like fucking turning on the TV every now and then, just watching shit. Forgot to turn it off one day before wandering around the streets or something. But I'm going fake as shit. There's no way. I'm saying fake.
It's a woman, by the way. I said that in that one.
Yeah, you said wrong.
So I've actually heard of this, and from what I know, it is real. And so the reason they found her dead body is because she ran out of money, and so they came to repo her stuff. So I'm gonna say real.
So wait, are you saying you've actually like heard?
I've actually heard this, and from what I know, it's real.
Interesting.
That's why I had Corey go.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't want
What's
to
the
swing his
result?
answer.
Good tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like you wouldn't want to if you obviously knew about it. You wouldn't want to just be like, "Well, I actually saw this."
Yeah.
And
Right.
Exactly.
But it's gonna be fake, and I'm gonna look like an ass. But
So
we'll see.
Cam's the only one that goes real, and he's right. It's real.
Really?
I knew my gut was telling
So I just took the lead. I just took the lead, boys.
That's a huge
That's a
dub for
swing.
Cam right there. Everybody gets it wrong besides him. Yeah, no, this is real. Like when I saw it. I'm
So then
sorry.
how is it? How?
I don't want to do the challenge.
How,
Sorry,
so,
JJ.
I don't know how the TV was on, but that's how they found her.
But think about all the shit that played in the time that she was dead.
Probably watched so many.
Isn't that
Netflix
creepy as fuck?
Yeah.
The amount of shit that chick watched dead.
You know how much Disney Channel that woman could have watched? Like,
that's a lot of. That's a lot.
And
of
what if it was like the
late night Disney.
infomercial channel?
My whole childhood right there.
Like,
Yeah, that'd be creepy. All right, headline 2.
Headline number 2.
Pissed. I was gonna go real.
Senator Sidney Hyde Smith posted photographs of herself wearing a Confederate soldier's hat during a visit to the home of Jefferson Davis.
who?
I got this.
I know
Senator
Jeff Davis.
Cindy
I worked
Hyde
for the campaign.
Smith
Okay.
We have a
Post-
special visitor cat up
posted
there.
photographs
hi.
of herself wearing a Confederate soldier's hat during a visit to the home of Jefferson
Yeah, you
Davis.
can.
George.
Okay.
Hey, Georgie.
Okay, I worked for.
Hey, shh.
Oh, he jumped. He's gone.
Don't cheat like that.
He gone. He gone.
I'll deduce it in my head.
Hey.
Hold on. I'm gonna do a Cam thing, and I'm gonna go last because I actually worked for this woman. So
No way, you actually worked for
yeah,
this woman?
I was on her campaign.
Sounds like an unfair advantage.
That's what I'm thinking. So
Yeah,
I
what
might
the fuck,
actually, I might
JJ?
actually let Ryan answer this one on his own.
Let Ryan
Yeah,
answer.
I'm
JJ.
gonna do
I
that,
think we
'cause I actually
should,
know
'cause-
Did you tell him?
actually
Because you
know
guys
this.
were muttering.
You literally,
No, I literally
Okay.
just said I told him I worked for this.
He
you
woman.
literally know this
He
lady.
goes, I got this. I worked on her campaign.
Yeah, I do know the answer to this, but I'm gonna. let
Okay,
Ryan go
okay,
last
good.
this time. I'm gonna
Okay,
let-
good. That's a little too
For,
biased.
yeah, for the
Too much
views, for the
bias.
views. I'm not saying shit. Everybody's gonna have to just.
It's
figure
for
it out.
JJ, so like it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. There's a lot of fucked up people in
Give
this
me your 2
world,
cents on this.
so I'm definitely gonna go true.
Give you 2 cents on this, Dave Keel.
That's my 2 cents.
I'm gonna say true though. I think that's something people do nowadays. They're gonna do stupid.
I mean,
shit
it was
like
a
that.
senator.
Yeah. Yeah. Even more reasons to find it true.
I don't know.
What state?
Is that right?
What state was she the senator of?
I'm not gonna give you that.
You gotta tell. What?
I actually,
Dave Keel ran
I
her
could find out in
campaign.
like 2 seconds, but
Well, it's gonna make a
That
difference
might-
if she's from Hawaii. You know, like I don't know. I feel like that's not too much information.
I think it is.
Is
I
it?
think that would definitely give it away.
How?
I think that
I
would
think it
totally give
is.
Wait, is she
Because-
from Nebraska? Because then she
because-
definitely didn't do it.
Well, okay. If I said, if I said New York, then you'd be like, well, hell no. But then if I said Alabama, you'd be like, oh, duh.
I still would probably be like, but she's a senator.
Yeah, exactly.
It just definitely.
So
You're really
you should just
busting
make-
my balls
so
here.
you should just.
What are you going with, Cam?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with real, so that way if they all get it wrong, I get it wrong too.
Playing the game.
Yeah, playing the game.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know what state she's from.
Corey, say fake. Do it.
No, I mean I'm already in last place, but
This
I
might
feel
give
like
you the lead.
I feel like that's totally something that would happen. Shit, dude. I don't fucking know.
It's hard, right? Because
It
it
is,
definitely
'cause
could
It's
happen.
stressing me
these
out
days.
because Dave knows and I don't
I
want to
know.
look at him. Fuck it, I'm going fake, dude.
Alright,
I'm gonna
hey,
regret this.
Before you tell him, Dave, what do you think the answer is?
All I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say the answer. I'm gonna let Matt do that part. But Sidney Hyde Smith is the incumbent senator for the state of Mississippi, and she has been quoted saying she would be front row and center at a hanging if a farmer was gonna.
Fuck!
I will say that. So
Well,
Okay.
fuck. All right, I guess
Go
I'm
for
this
it.
loser this
That's
time.
a huge plot twist because
That
it's
one.
fake.
yeah.
Psych! No, it's real.
Okay.
She actually. It's
She
real.
did?
It's real. It's literally.
Don't ever
she
do that.
Like literally said she'd
What
be
a
like front row and
bitch.
center for this hanging and
Yeah.
stuff. Like she's pretty fucked up.
How the
A
fuck
lot
is
of
she
it-
elected?
Dude, she's an incumbent. The president elected her. So like, so what happened
Damn it,
was
dude, I went with my
our
gut.
senator, so it's Wicker, and then the second senator from Mississippi. He was like old as shit,
Mhm.
and so he had to retire for health reasons. And so the president gets to appoint you until the election cycle's up. So right now she's actually in a runoff election with Mike Espy, the Democrat, and
Oh,
she just got caught saying the thing about the hanging. And, like, she says it was out of context, but I can't really think of any good context where that would be applicable.
And she is
and
from Mississippi, so
So,
like
hence,
it doesn't count.
I do not work for her anymore. I did work for her for a time, but I will say that a lot of the students at Ole Miss have gone to the Capitol this weekend to ask for her resignation. So,
That's good.
yeah.
That's
so
really
she's pretty
good.
fucked up. in that.
She's
What'd
kind
you
of a
do
bitch.
for her?
I was an intern for her. I was doing
So you got her
door-to-door
coffee?
handing shit out. I didn't personally ever talk to her or meet her, but I did get paid, so
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's
That's the
that's
thing.
dope. That's dope.
she bought a couple meals for me. So
Pizzas? Get
shout
some
out to
pizzas?
Sydney.
Sydney!
Racist, that's
Hey! Go
Yeah.
Sydney!
All right, headline number 3. I'm pissed.
Headline number 3 coming at
Don't worry about
you.
Corey.
Corey, thank you for choosing fake, though.
So, okay, let me just read the headline and I'll explain a little bit because it needs a little bit of explaining. A photograph captures a selfie Jimi Hendrix took with Jim Morrison and Bruce Lee. So basically, what this is saying is like somebody found a picture that Jimi Hendrix took with Jim Morrison and Bruce Lee. Like a
Ron would know this.
picture.
Were Polaroids even out back then?
Polaroids?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Polaroids
they
are a
were.
thing from the 80s.
Fuck if I know, my brother.
How would they take a selfie is what I want to know.
How did they take pictures in the 1950s?
They took pictures, they didn't take selfies.
Maybe they
But you
could
can
have
take a
just
selfie
graded
with a
it.
regular camera. Though.
Yeah.
People have done that.
Yeah, but like back then, the
Polaroids and
cameras...
shit.
Back then, the
Polaroids.
cameras were like the big fucking things with the disc on them. Are you gonna take that and...
Not in 1970.
I don't want to give anything away.
Dude, when did Bruce
Yeah,
Lee die?
you're right. Could be
Like,
right.
that's my thing. I don't even know if all three of these motherfuckers were alive at the same time.
I just want to say all 3 of them are dead.
All three of them are dead, but that's the thing. When did they die?
Yeah.
Wait,
Would
Bruce
they have even?
I
been
know when
alive?
Jimi Hendrix died.
I have my answer.
is Bruce Lee dead?
Bruce Lee's dead.
Bruce,
Yeah.
they're all three
Oh,
dead.
okay. Well, obviously
Bruce
it
Lee's
was taken a
dead.
long time ago because
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix died when he was 27.
Yeah.
So.
Bruce Lee's like.
I got my answer. I think I know what it is.
We're gonna say it's a hoax. I'm thinking that's not the thing.
I'm gonna say it's true. I think it's one of those things that, like, it obviously wasn't a selfie at the time, but it was them taking a picture, or someone taking a picture of them, all 3. It just kind of, it happened. It's there. It's like, maybe it wasn't even, they didn't even know it, but it's there.
I'm surprised you didn't say I'm gonna say it's false because they didn't take a selfie. They took an actual picture instead of a
You always have
selfie.
weird reasons. Yeah.
I deep down inside, Jimi Hendrix
Probably
talks
never
to
be the
me.
reason for a fake headline.
Right.
Just say. Just say. That's my hot take. But
I said true though. I'm sticking with
Cam,
it.
what are you going with?
Okay.
I have your idea stuck in my head now, and
Say
I can't
true.
think logically
Say it,
anymore.
say true.
So
Do you want me to go?
Say
You want-
true.
no, I'll go. I mean, it definitely could be possible, but I don't think it is. I don't think it happened. But would they fake that? I don't know.
So yeah or no?
The answer is
Magic 8 Ball.
I'm gonna say false. I think it's a hoax.
Alright, Corey, go
I'm
true with me.
I'm saying false, dude. I'm saying false. I believe there's a picture probably with Jimi
Right.
Hendrix and Jim Morrison at the time, but
I
someone could have easily just
generally
photoshopped
think-
Bruce Lee in there,
I don't think
like
they're all
out of all
alive.
people, Bruce Lee. Because I don't think
That's my big
They
thing.
all
That
three
was
were
all.
alive at the same time.
I don't-
Would they ever have been in the same area ever?
I
Jim
don't-
Morrison and Jimi Hendrix could
Bruce
have.
Lee's the oddball though. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's the one that's
That's
like
the one
wow.
that's throwing me off.
It's weird.
That's why I think it's
Like, where
true.
the fuck would he be with those other two guys?
But
He
then,
lives such
like,
a
Wasn't he
different
like
life.
always in like
Like, always
Asia
working
too,
out
like
and
in
shit,
Japan
yeah.
or wherever the fuck he
Yeah.
was? Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think.
All right, I'm
Matt,
it is
I'm
I'm
what
saying
it
false. Yo,
well, School Kid is the only one who got it wrong. It's fake.
Yes!
It's
Hey, good shit, buddy.
it's
I'm back on the board.
It's one of those classic photoshopped memes. Definitely didn't happen.
I can see it's like Bruce Lee, like
is. Yeah.
No, it's actually
yeah, he's
just,
like, you know
it's
what I mean?
actually just the three of them on a couch.
Oh.
Or it's like Jimi Hendrix like peeping his head in, and Jim Morrison and Bruce Lee are in the back on the couch. Like, what's up? It's fake.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird.
it's
It doesn't seem
Bruce
right.
Lee. Background to that
oddball.
story, like,
Okay,
context
so
for
this
that.
one, after we do this one, okay, I'm not gonna say it now, but we'll
This is the
talk
last
about it
one,
after.
right?
No, this is the fourth one.
Oh, okay.
Headline number 4. Jefferson County man charged with murder and sex crimes in Catholic supply store attack.
Was he a priest?
We're ready to roll.
Can't say.
I'm gonna say
That's real.
I'm gonna say true because I saw it.
I'm pretty sure I saw that on the news. Yeah.
I'm gonna say true because they said true.
Pretty sure I heard my mom.
Also, if he is a priest, then that's 100% true. I really wish you.
I'm not
Get up,
pissed
get
at you.
up.
That's
I'm so
just a
sorry,
really
get up, very
horrible
good.
tactic.
I like actually.
Say that you saw it on the news.
So I don't want to sound like a scumbag, but I'm gonna say real. Not just because they said real. I was gonna say
Because
real
I said
already,
real.
but this shit sounds so fucking possible.
And if it's a priest, there's no doubt in my mind it happened.
This is like a classic Matt. Like, you wouldn't expect it to happen in a Christian store, but it did. I think this is Matt trying to throw in a little curveball.
Corey.
These have been tricky, Matt. I just
Can
wanna
you
let
reread
know.
the headline for me, please?
Jefferson County man charged with murder and sex crimes in Catholic supply store attack.
I saw this on the fucking news. I think it's real.
Everyone said real.
I think it's real.
It's a
real?
wash.
Well, that was a pretty good round for everybody. It is real.
Thanks, Dave.
I like to give a huge thanks to David Reeder for saying before anybody said anything, bro, I swear I saw that on the news. I put this in here purposefully
Because it's real. And it
just to
sounds
see
sick.
if you guys like actually paid attention to any news at all, because this is literally like happened in St. Louis. A guy
Jefferson County,
A
yeah.
guy walked into this Catholic supply store, made every woman in there get naked, raped one of them, shot the bitch in the head,
Just happened last
and she
week.
died. Exactly. Yeah.
Was he a priest though?
No, he wasn't a priest. He was just
Fuck that dude. Yeah.
the guy's mugshot. He looks fucking crazy.
In
The guy who
retrospect,
they
when
charged
it
with
is,
it.
that probably was not the best tactic to go around. We could have just told each other that silently and then just said real.
I would have guessed real either way.
And
Now,
at
if I could
first-
do it again, I would do it that way.
Yeah.
But
They didn't find.
I don't
the
think
guy.
it changed much. I
Yeah,
think
they-
everyone's
they
gonna say
just
real.
found him like 2 days ago.
They didn't find the guy for like 2 or 3 days. They had no idea. He just went in there, did it, walked out, and just they didn't know if he left on foot, in a vehicle, literally nothing. It was insane.
How? What
That
goes
is
through
very
fucking
fast.
people's minds? That's fucking messed
fucked
up,
up.
dude.
You said he raped a girl?
He walked in there, like, I think he made every woman in there get naked,
Yeah.
raped one of them, then shot her in the head. She died, like, the next
fucked up.
day.
The response time for these
Fucked
cops
up.
in this
It
state
was
is terrible.
Fucked up.
Like,
Dude, it was, like, somebody called 911, like, right after the guy left, but by the time, like, because, I don't know, it was just, like, really discreet. Like, nobody in the strip mall knew what the hell was going on. It's not like they're like, they could like spidey sense it. You know what I mean? Like,
But they should have.
it was discreet. Like it wasn't like a mass shooting.
Well, it's not like it's a Sears. It's a Christian supply store. You know.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah.
I feel like they have that button though. Christian Supply Store.
I don't know.
has
You
to
don't
have that
know
button.
because it's probably just some fucking mom and pop has owned it since like 1970.
Yeah.
Yeah. When there's like bad juju with that stuff, I feel like a lot of those places think they're safe just because like what they sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Cool.
businesses and stuff.
All right. Headline 5.
Okay, headline number 5, last one, baby. It's a spicy one, if I do
It's gonna
say
be
so
such
myself.
a tricky one.
I don't know. I honestly most of the time don't even know if these are gonna be tricky or not. So
Matt, you being real tricky today.
Yeah.
Am
I think
Are
that-
the-
that was
are
tricky.
these
It
hard?
tricked me.
I'm just
dude.
saying, Matt,
These are
you
hard.
walked in here pissed
tricked
off,
me
and
up.
now you're throwing all these tricky questions at us.
This is the least amount
What
of
really
time.
happened on Thanksgiving, man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what,
Matt.
what happened?
This is the least amount of time I've spent like finding these. I did it like tonight, like 20
Are you
minutes
calling
before I
us
came.
These are good. These are all really good.
Good.
Every
That's
single
good.
one of them could be real or fake.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, here's our last one. Think about this one long and hard, boys. U.S. Representative-elect Ilhan Omar once called for white men to be enslaved and put in chains due to their reluctance to convert to Islam.
This one's actually tricky.
This one's tricky because I feel like
It could go
I
either
should
way
know
very
this,
easy.
but I don't.
Well, how could if we call the Confederate flag one
Wait.
real, this one could be
Wait.
as real as well.
Can you
Like
say
it's the
it,
same
the
concept
beginning one more
almost.
time? Like
U.S.
representative.
Representative-elect Ilhan Omar.
Am I allowed to phone a friend?
What?
Are you gonna phone Dave Keel?
I mean, you and Dave can talk. Call somebody. What the hell?
Yeah, he's gonna call Dave Keel.
Call Alec DeYoung.
Call after you, huh?
Then again, like that's fuck.
So I'm assuming this guy's Islam. His name sounds.
He's Muslim.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I can see it being true. Like,
Hey, stop. Just you can't discuss it, man.
I'm gonna discuss it when I come to meet them.
Yeah, talk about it when it's on you. Like, say your thought process.
All right, Jake Jones. What do you got? What do you
I'm
pick?
gonna go with true.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say true.
Jake Jones says true.
Okay.
Good job, Jake Jones.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
I
say
don't
true.
feel confident in that answer though.
I think. Oh, not at all. I think the reason it's true is because racism's a big thing nowadays. I mean, it's always been a big thing. But
These
like,
days.
but like, no, like it's coming up in every. You guys have been on Twitter, right? You guys have seen the tweets of people just like. Obviously, it's true, but like, even the people. You see the one where they went to Chipotle and they wouldn't serve them because they've dined and dashed so many times, and they're trying to make it.
Oh yeah,
thing.
I've seen that.
That like it's just a thing now.
Yeah, dude, that video.
The girl got fired
Did
and
they
then got rehired.
did they actually did they dine and dash a bunch of times? Is
Yeah,
that what happened?
at that Chipotle too? They've done it multiple times.
See, dude, that kind of shit pisses me off
Yeah.
so much.
It's ugly.
They posted that video, and it looked like in the video that she just didn't want to serve him because you know they were like, oh, we're black, you're not gonna serve us. Like, what a bunch of fucking bitches.
Right? No,
Yeah.
it was really
It's
bad.
so goddamn
But, like,
annoying.
since that's how it is nowadays, I'm gonna say that's true. I'm gonna say
Those are-
this dude was looking for votes or something.
It's a woman who
Or her.
who was elected to the House of Representatives.
I'm gonna say she was looking for votes. She was.
Yeah, she was like it's a
There have
real
been two
woman.
Muslim women for the first time
Yeah.
ever elected to Congress this year.
Well,
Yeah.
if she did get elected, I don't want to say no. If she is on the House of Representatives, I want to say no. Unless she was going against someone that was worse than saying they want to put white people in slavery.
Did you not understand the headline?
No, you just said they want to put white people.
U.S. House of Representatives elect Ilhan Omar once called for white men to be enslaved and put in chains due to their reluctance to convert to Islam. That's the headline.
So yeah. I'm gonna say
You said real.
I did say real, but thinking of it more and more, called for a man to be in chains because he didn't want to become Islam. I'm gonna say true. You know, I'm gonna stick with true.
I was gonna say I don't think I was gonna let you change it. So, Cam,
This is fake as fuck. This is some campaign slander. She is elect. She's not in yet. I think that this is some shit they pulled up and got out of context or whatever just to get dirt on her.
Yeah, I'm gonna say same reason fake because literally I was thinking whenever I heard it, you say it again. I heard elect, so I was like, oh shit, this is obviously some fake bullshit. You're the shit all the time on the news, like,
Yeah.
Mike Babcock doesn't care for any human being.
Mike Babcock pushes over porta potties at night.
Mike Babcock left the toilet clogged at Starbucks.
As far as that man's name, he didn't deserve that.
He actually paid me a lot of money one time.
I worked for Mike Babcock.
No, I did too.
Yeah,
I hated it.
I remember one day when I worked for Mike Babcock for the whole day, and I got paid in 6 $20 Visa cards.
Can't beat it.
6 different $20 Visa
Can't beat
cards.
it, man.
And the shitty part about him is if it didn't have enough money, it's not like you could just put one in and then put another one in. It didn't work like that. They were weird Visa cards.
Oh, hang on, let me get out my 3 other Visa cards
Yeah.
for this
Honestly,
jacket.
the only thing cool about those Visa cards was that they said, like,
Republican Party.
Yeah. That was the only thing cool.
Well,
Other than that, they sucked. Supervisors sucked.
Fuck it.
So,
She was a bitch. She was very
So
attractive.
we're split right down the middle here, and the answer is suspense. I'm sorry. Wow, this is embarrassing. Yeah, it's fake.
damn it.
Watch!
Fuck,
5 for 5!
Big win
Fuck, Dave.
for
what the
Corey
fuck,
and
man?
Cam.
I'm 5 for 5.
Cam is the first person on Headline Hoax to get 5 for 5. So little congrats to Cam.
Bullshit.
And for everybody else,
I
yeah.
went 3 and 2. I know that for sure.
Same.
Okay, let's do that quick recap.
That's not bad. We're keeping Jay going in the road.
Hey, how you doing, Reaper?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I totally missed your fucking comment.
Bro, it's been up there for so
What
long.
up, dog? I didn't even see it.
All right, Cam,
No one's
you went
chatting
5
this
for
time.
5.
What is my final tally now?
It's 5
Winning.
and 0. Yeah.
You're
Winning.
I went 3 and 2.
I don't know. I'll have to count it up.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I
Corey
went 3 and 2.
3 and 2 again.
I think
JJ, what'd you guys go?
I was 11
Do you
and 4
do you guys
last
remember?
By 2, I
Three and
think.
3 and 2.
Because if we were all tied,
Skull
me and
Kid.
JJ just lost.
I'm
Super
16
wrong.
and 4.
Skullkin, how much did you get?
I went 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
3 and 2.
Okay.
Pretty sure I'm 16
Nice.
and 4.
So, tally it up for us. I don't know.
Okay. You guys can carry on, and I'll just I can give the results
All right.
in a little bit,
So
so we don't just.
while we carry on, I want to shift to a different topic. We said this last time at the end of the podcast. We should start with this one just to keep shit spicy. But it's not the beginning of the podcast. What do you guys think about global warming?
Oh shit, I forgot about this.
Just
Fake.
please
It's a
give
fucking myth.
me your honest
hoax.
opinion and why.
Honest opinion, global warming is going to kill us all. It's going to melt the ice caps. It's a real thing. It's already happening. I read something so it's in the Arctic Circle, I think, and it's the coldest place for a thing, and it's starting to melt already.
You mean like the glaciers and
Yeah.
shit
Well,
around
also, by the way, side note, I walked on a glacier once, and it was the coolest thing ever. It's mind-blowing. I recommend it. It was in Alaska. It was really cool. But anyways,
That glacier, I'm pretty sure the one you're talking about, because it's the one glacier people go to in Alaska, has receded like, I think, 500 yards.
it? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
500 yards that bitch is receded, and that is like millions of gallons of water.
yeah. So I'm going to say global warming's a thing, and I don't think it's as bad as everyone makes it out to be, yet at least. I don't think it's as bad, but I think it's a thing. I think it's something we should probably worry about.
Oh yeah,
I
in the near
think
future.
we, as our generation, should worry about it, because I think we have to fix it for our children.
Well, the debate is, because right now the planet is naturally in a warming cycle, because the temperatures on Earth change a lot. A lot.
I mean, it was, snowing a week ago? And now it's 70 degrees again?
No, like grand scale, you know? So, I mean, there are ice ages and stuff, and right now we're warming. So, is it all natural, or are we doing it? That's the question.
True. That's because, the whole carbon monoxide thing.
The planet's warming, whether you believe in global warming or not.
yeah,
It's just,
regardless.
are we the cause? Which, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I was
we
going to
are.
say, yes. We destroyed the
Yeah.
planet so badly. It's awful. I think, they have some of these, in the rainforest now. There's certain areas that no one can even get close to. They're government protected because we've destroyed so much.
From deforestation.
Yeah, I think that needs to get expanded, not just to rainforests, but to places like, say, Granite City.
Shit,
Where your
yeah.
house is right now, where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Say this was never built and we just left it as trees.
Yeah.
I think we should do something like that. We shouldn't let big people with big money come and destroy it all and kill it
Yeah.
and put another
but
steel mill and
money
stuff.
rules the world.
You're right, money does rule the world. It's terrible that money rules the world. I mean, I've talked like with Hunter a lot about this. So, the president.
Hunter is Andrew's former roommate.
Yes, Hunter is really fun to talk to. We get into huge conspiracy theories. But, so, the president is basically just the face of America. Which he is, obviously. But, like, he gets his say and stuff. But in the end, the House of Representatives and the Senate control basically everything. They can... So, like, the president can get his big veto. No. Oh, don't worry. We'll go about this if you want to.
Dave, what's your opinion on that? Since,
We'll go about it if you want to,
What you
Gav.
just
Well,
said
yeah.
is global
This whole
warming.
thing.
About what he just
About
said.
how the Senate and the House
Is that
of
you
Reps
think
did
that's
everything.
necessarily true or no?
That's not true.
No?
That's not fucking ever.
The Senate can't do shit.
Dude, here's
the
the
House of
thing.
Reps.
It's called checks and balances, bro.
Yeah.
All three have different things. They all get checked by each other. So
And
like,
they all have to get-
Can the president do shit? Yeah. Can he do as much shit as he wants to? No. Can the Congress do shit? Yeah. Can
The
they
president
do
has a
as
lot
much
of
as
power
they
though with like
executive orders.
executive orders.
But
Executive
like, can
orders.
judges check their executive orders? Yeah. Can Congress passes the budget? Can the president veto? Yeah. Can they override the veto? Yes. So checks and balances are in it for a system and stuff. President absolutely has power, not as much as he wants, not as much as some people think you want them to have.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's not right.
So, ready for this?
Like,
I mean,
You ready for this? Counter argument. Listen, counter argument.
Man, this guy works in politics.
You're telling me-
He's also gone to a very very big university for law.
For law? No.
For law.
Now you're telling me
And you're
though,
arguing with him. I just want to let you know that.
can't
This is
come-
funny.
Someone
Yeah,
can
let's
say,
let it right out.
I'm going to say a person, obviously not
somebody
you,
make
but
some
say,
popcorn?
so the Illuminati for say. You're telling me, real or not, someone can't go up to this government representative, say, here's $1 million, vote for this thing right now. And
100%.
But-
That's a thing that
But
happens.
bro, how is that undermining his power?
so, say you do that to every single person other than the president, because the president doesn't want to do it. So
Yeah.
say Donald Trump said, no, I don't want to go to war with Korea. But this big business owner, the owner of Walmart's like, fuck Korea, we're going to go kill Korea.
Okay, well that's not
Okay,
applicable
but-
because Congress is the only one who can declare war. So like again, I understand your argument. It's wrong though because you're just in a circular argument on checks and balances. So I can always correlate it back to what I just fucking said.
But that's the reason that politics are ass is
And
because
also-
there's a
But
counter
also,
argument
yeah,
to
money
every
makes
fucking
the world go round.
argument.
So if I'm the president, I have executive orders and shit like that. I'm only gonna do what my constituents and like what other people want me to do. Like whether I think it's right or not. Like I got elected in that position. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So like he has power. Like it's just how he uses it, and like he can't use it to the fullest extent. No one can.
Also, $1 million for Walmart is bitch ass
Yeah,
money.
Walmart's
We're talking
And
billions.
and I'm talking like every person that is kind of like somewhat like which is below the president. That's like nothing for them.
I want to give my take on global warming real quick.
Give your take on
Shoot
global
it.
warming.
This
Alright.
should be good.
So, I think it's gonna interest you. Alright, global warming is real. I think that part of it is natural. I think what Cam said is true that like we're in a warming period, and I think honestly, in grand retrospect, we have no true idea of because let's be honest, this world is millions of years old, and we have no
Billions.
actual clue, and we've been on it
4.6 billion.
exactly. And so, if you take that into account, we've only been on it for thousands,
Which
as
is
a
like the
human
last.
species. So that
Hold on,
means-
can I interject
Yeah.
just for reference? If humans on a scale like if the entire history of the Earth was on a 12-hour clock, we'd be the last 2 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. So we've
Really?
seen a fraction, just like a little glimpse of what this world is capable of in terms of stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so, in my mind, you can't really say that this is the end because we've never even seen the beginning.
It's a great
You know what I
movie
mean?
about-
But so
It's a great movie.
very true. So like that, I think a lot of it is natural. Do I think we absolutely contribute to it? Yeah, I do. But at the same time, you're talking 10 companies on this planet contribute like 80% of global warming. And you're not going to get those companies or these countries ever to agree. Like, what's the big new thing now? Like, once they get to 3% or like 3 degrees Celsius or something, it's the point of no return. They keep
Yeah,
talking about this
yeah.
point of no return, and that's by 2050 or something like
Yeah.
that. So I think it's at the point where
Because as the ice caps
Yeah.
melt, less heat
once
is
it gets
reflected.
to a certain thing, we can't bring it down again.
Yeah.
We can only maintain that. And so, and that's kind of where we're at now. We're like at 2.5, and we have like 0.5 to go.
Mhm.
And so it's one of those things like, it's happening, it's real, it is a threat, we're never going to do anything about it. You're never going to get everybody to agree on it and stuff like that. That will probably be their great downfall. Like, I genuinely believe.
Not having everyone agree on everything.
There's a lot of
Not
problems.
everyone agreeing on how we should fix it. I think everyone on this planet could probably come to a consensus that we need to do something about it.
But
I
no
think
one
the
will
devils
do
in
anything
one
about
No,
do
no, I don't know, dude.
I don't, and I agree
If
with
you
that
look up
too.
on
you
you-
probably can't
if
get
you-
everyone to agree, but I
Yeah.
think at least you can get the heads of countries to agree and stuff like that.
if,
But
if you look, except for our
but
country.
that's what I'm saying. But here's the thing, and like this is why politics sucks too. At the same time, because like if you look at it, China contributes more in like CO2 emissions and stuff like that than we do as a country.
But they're
Are we
also the
still top
leaders
three?
of renewable
Yes,
energy.
but we're also top 3 and stuff like that. These big, countries and stuff. But you're never gonna get like us to agree unless China's on board, and China's never gonna be on board until we agree, or India agrees, or all these other countries agree. So it's just a fucking foobarred system, dude. It's a domino effect. It's never gonna have the first one fall, and so it's never gonna happen.
You said China. Do you think if China's our biggest export and import. We sell the most and they give us the most. We buy the most from them. If they were just basically, because we're trillions of dollars in debt to them right now.
$21 trillion.
If they were just basically like, we're done. Like, fuck you guys.
China owns 6% of our debt. No, here's the difference though, right? So China owns 6% of our debt, and that's a legit fear that people are going to try to buy our debt. But at the same time, I'm not afraid of it for the fact that we own other people's debts. We own some of England's debt and stuff like that. With like the whole pretty much fucking system of this planet in terms of countries now, ever since Keynesian economics, has decided that debt is the way to go about it. So every country's in debt. Every other country owns some part of other countries'
This
debt.
fucking dude knows.
So check it out, $21 trillion. Also, if you look at equity and mortgage in terms of a home, okay, our GDP is, so we're in debt, $21 trillion, but the GDP, how much we produce in a year is over $21 trillion. So GDP and our debt accounts for 102% of like what we make. So in 6 years, we could pay off our debt, or in one cycle of GDP, we could pay off like 97% of our debt, something like that. And so we're not really in that bad of fucking shape if you take it like a house mortgage,
Unless
something like that.
there's a
In
depression.
equity. Yeah,
Unless
it is. But if you look at just straight capital and goods and what we have in terms of wealth and resources and stuff, not just GDP, then we can pay it off very quickly. Also, China owns 6% of $21 trillion, which is fucking pennies. Okay, and they're never going to claim it because we own some of their debt too, and they have a vested interest in it. So what happens when you buy our debt is now you have a vested interest in our economy, how much our dollar costs, and like the currency exchange rate for other countries.
Which is why there will never be another war.
Which is why they're never going to cash in, bro, because they got a vested interest in our economy. And you just said it yourself, they're the biggest export and imports we have, so they're our best like benefit in terms of business. So they want to see us survive just as much as we want to see them. So it's never going to fold on top of each other because that's how everything survives.
Money.
It's a genius.
You're
Next
talking.
question.
You're talking about major now, boys. So I'll get into this all night. Yeah.
You want to hear my
simple macroeconomics.
Macroeconomics. Keynesian can suck my cock.
You want to hear my stats teacher's viewpoint on global warming?
Yeah.
He said,
It's a myth.
and I quote, "Global warming is not real because there have been reports of cruise liners tying ropes to the back of the cruise liners in warm temperatures of water, saying that the water's warming up."
What?
This is no joke. The dude fucking said this and went on a rant for 30 minutes of class time one time. He goes,
So what is
they're
he
tying
saying?
thermometers.
What is he
and
actually saying?
he's saying that global warming isn't real because the temperatures aren't gradually increasing. It's just because there's a thermometer tied on the back of a cruise ship warming up the water, and that's the hoax.
Fucking kidding
Dude,
me.
my dad doesn't believe in global warming.
You gotta
You
gotta be fucking kidding, dude. If you seriously don't believe me, sorry, Dr. Keel. Nothing against
No,
Dr.
I mean,
Keel.
I honestly
You're a
don't really
fucking
like
moron.
believing it
I've tried and failed multiple
What'd you
times
say?
on
I
arguing
don't
him.
believe in it either.
You're a fucking moron. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm gonna
fine,
say
you
it.
drive 45 minutes to school every day.
We're not. Okay. All right. Fair.
I mean,
You're the
we
cause
all
of
have-
global
hey,
warming,
I mean,
man.
honestly,
Fair enough,
we
man.
all have an opinion, like.
Yeah.
But seriously, like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, like,
Come
don't
on.
get me
How
wrong.
can- how can
like,
you-
I
how
believe-
can you
like,
refute
I
it at this
legit-
point?
I believe in it. Like, I do think that it's a real thing, but at the same time, like, I don't think it's a big problem. Like, the problem that people are making it out to be just yet. Like what Skulkin said. Like, 100%. Like, it is a real thing, and like, we might not actually see like the full effect of it while we're alive. Like, I really don't. But at the same time, like, it's not something that, like, for me personally and like for us, it should be like the number one concern. Like, there's other things going on out in this world that are far more dangerous and that need to be handled
School
before global warming is even, like, it should be considered, which it obviously is, and it's fucking up a lot of our planet right now, but it's not fucking it up so bad to where that should be like our number one concern on like how to stop it. Because I guarantee you, like, it's just like the cure for cancer, man. People fucking have a cure for that. I put money on. I put my life on.
You can't cure
it.
cancer.
You're right, because there's different types. You're right.
I
You can
get,
cure a
but
certain amount, yes.
what I'm saying is, there's like, I guarantee you, there's a thing out there that is able to at least postpone it 90% of the time,
Yeah.
instead of saying like, oh, dude, yeah, you're fucked, man. Like, you're not gonna make it.
I-
But like, at the same time, like, I think that people have an idea of how to stop global warming. I really do. But at the same time, I'm just like, dude, like, I don't need to be worrying about that. I think that there's other things going on out in this world that, like, I should be worried about before global warming.
No, all I was saying is if you honestly don't believe that global warming is real at all, you're a fucking moron. So,
Well, you see, you can't say that because like that's
you just
saying-
said you believed in it though.
So with that, I'm gonna counter argument. Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah. No. Okay. But okay. Sure.
That's a fallacy. That's a fallacy.
That's a
Yeah,
fallacy. That is a huge fallacy. That's something completely on faith.
Do you like?
No, look at this.
Do you
Think
eat
about
the
this, dude.
seasoning on your ramen noodles?
Think about this,
'Cause I
dude.
don't.
No, just think about this. We're talking about this for way too long, but whatever.
No, this is the
Think-
best conversation
Think
we've
about
had.
this, dude.
And we
Okay,
have the fucking
the
smartest man in the world.
California wildfires.
Fucking lie, dude.
No,
Yeah.
the California wildfires. You can't
I set them.
blame. Awesome. You can't blame any single event on global warming. Like you can't say, "Oh, the California wildfires started this really bad one because of global warming." The thing that global warming basically presents is that the likelihood of disastrous events happening goes up because of, the what global warming has caused. So like the amount of like horrible hurricanes we've had, like the past year, like how many bad fucking hurricanes, like it was like literally every week it was like the worst hurricane.
The rate of
In different
rain-
parts of the world, too.
There was like 7 of them.
Exactly, they just like
They're
kept
running
getting
out of
worse.
days.
So it's just the likelihood,
They have like a
Honestly,
list.
yeah.
that bad,
Gotta check
that
one
like
off.
disastrous
How we
events are
use
gonna
that,
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
So yeah, like I don't know. It's just like there's no refuting it. Like 99% of scientists say it's real, and the 1% who don't are paid to say it's not real, so
Dude.
that people like Donald Trump can come out and say that it's not real.
Yeah.
Here's my opinion on that. If you go on, I don't even know what fucking channel it is, but you have like all these people like building shelters for like the fallout of the world, like waiting for the world to end. Which done wrong, it could happen by nuclear weapons. Global warming could end the world, like literally anything.
Could be the Yellowstone volcano.
Like
Yeah,
you have,
that
you
just
have,
kills
you have
everything.
all
Yeah.
these people that are like prepping for the end of the world, and some of these guys they've been doing it for what, like 40 years. Like there's a guy I just watched last week on TV. He bought 17 old school buses and buried them under the ground and made like a tunnel system, and it could fit up to
Wow.
120 people. Okay,
Wow.
that man has been working on that he was 70. Okay, he started working on that whenever he was 30 years old. That is 40 years of his life that he will not get back.
He spent his whole life building
Like-
something
Like,
just
that's what
in
I'm
case
saying.
the end of the world
don't get me
happened.
wrong, like, it really
Right.
could happen at any time. Like anything could happen. Anything could go wrong. Don't get me wrong. But that is not number one on my priority list. Though.
You don't just
No, I
automatically
think it's
prepare
like-
for the. You don't assume the world's gonna end.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like if you watch like Doomsday Preppers,
Like in 2012, I was laying on my trampoline,
Right,
for
like,
the
waiting,
fucking
like,
world
come
to end.
on.
I was like, oh, dude, it's 12 o'clock. Take me now. No, it didn't fucking happen.
like have you ever seen Doomsday Preppers though? There's
That's what- yeah.
whole bunch of different reasons why people
Oh, exactly.
like
And all those people
are
fucked
crazy
up on drugs.
and prepping for the
Oh no. See,
and
that's when
prepping
you're-
for like either a huge crisis or literally like the basically like fucking the legit like end of the world as we know it.
Some of
right
them believe
now.
in zombies and shit.
No,
Like,
some of them
yeah.
honestly are preparing for like a fucking like massive catastrophe to the
Yeah.
world,
Hey,
which is
Walking Dead,
insane.
man.
You want to hear something really interesting? So back home, and the good old state of Maryland, number one, my aunt. So she has an alpaca farm, and her neighbors, they have a
They spit out.
no llama spit alpaca stole. But they have her neighbors I know, have a bunch of farmland, and they're doomsday preppers, and they literally me and my aunt went to this, and they have a bunker. It's in the ground. They have stuff that they can do stuff with seeds and stuff. They have
A seed bank.
yeah, they have a stove point oven down there. They have watchtowers around this thing. They have canned goods galore, like enough to last them for fucking ever.
But they have a bunch of beans, don't they?
And they literally are just waiting. They're just waiting. They have a group of people that are all gonna go there and survive, basically. They have all have different steps. They have doctors. They have veterinarians. Like they have everything.
I mean, I respect it. It takes a lot of time to prep for something that it's more than likely, way more than likely, not going to happen in our lifetime. But I don't know, like, obviously, like, global warming's not like it's not that much of a priority, I guess, to
It's not a
the
priority,
world
man.
because it's not a right now
It's
thing.
long term. People think short term.
It's
they
a-
only see what's in front of them.
It's a long-term thing that
Yeah.
will eventually have a huge impact on.
I mean, you can
the
relay it
world,
back to the
you know.
budget and stuff like that with congressmen and stuff like that. They're all about sending money to their constituents and putting our country more in debt for the fact that the constituents get money now, but guess who's going to pay the income tax rates that are higher on it? It's going to be the future generation. It's going to be our kids. And it's appealing to them because they get all the benefits with it with none of the costs because they'll be out of
They'll be
office
dead,
by
basically.
then.
South Park.
Exactly, but
Ooh.
that's just how people think. People see what's in front of them. They don't see in the future and stuff. People are way more reactive than they are proactive, and that's a problem for everything.
That whole entire thing. There's an episode. It's one of the brand new episodes of South Park, and this thing comes called Man Bear Pig. It's this
I
demon
watched
or
that
something.
one, yeah.
And what happened was the old people. It gave them all this stuff, and they
they had
didn't.
to pay
They didn't
for
want to
it,
give
yeah.
it back, and they figured they'd be dead within the time Man Bear Pig came back, which they weren't because South Park. But people will they want it for themselves. They don't give a fuck about the future. It isn't it's now. That's all they care about. So global warming's not going to be a problem until it's a problem.
That's why we're
And
not in
it's gonna be
space.
too late.
until whole countries are basically uninhabitable.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, people aren't gonna really care.
What do you think?
But
could
at
be
that
the-
point, you can't go back.
Yeah, honestly,
You're
the
right,
thought
yeah.
of my segment, if I was ever on this legit every week, it should be some policy thing and stuff.
Policy
I should
thing.
do a hot topic for the week and stuff.
I do have
Yeah?
a really good thing. So when he was talking about global warming, he brought up cancer. And yes and no, there's no cure for cancer. So cancer, there's obviously different types of cancer. I believe there's a cure for most of it, but at the same time, by the way, don't laugh at this. So Family Guy had an episode where the dad, the grandpa, Lois's dad,
Pewter Schmidt.
he got
isn't that his
cancer.
name?
Yeah, and he had the cure, and no one knew how. And he was explaining and it's true. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry in cancer research. They are making so much money off of that.
Population.
Exactly. So they can either say, "Here's the cure, maybe to most cancers." Like I said, there's no cure for every cancer. Cancers are different.
The cells.
Exactly, it's different.
Can't predict it.
But I think people have cured cancer by smoking pot. Some
That
people,
doesn't cure it.
Takes
Pro-
away the
pro-
pro-
But-
Just
Yeah.
it's a way to.
Yeah,
But
prolongs
I
it.
think that even when if we do find a cure for cancer, we won't know about it until they want
Dude,
to tell
I'm
us.
telling you, man, I thought this for so long, ever since my grandma first got it back whenever I was 14. I literally thought that they had a cure for some type of cancers that are in your bones or that pancreatic cancer is the number one incurable cancer. If you get it, you're gonna die 100%. My uncle died from it, and literally told him, dude, you have 0% chance of living. And at that point, I was obviously, most cancers, some are curable, some aren't. But, at the same time, I always thought that they had it, the U.S. military had it just protected on this island. And still to this day, even though it sounds stupid, I firmly believe that there is, a cure out there for most cancers and that nobody will ever know about it and that it is literally protected by some of the highest paid military people in the world.
It's that top 5% of
Literally,
people.
I'm telling you, man, I've always thought that. I always will. I know it sounds stupid, but that, our scientists in the U.S. Sure, we don't have the number one doctors in the world. Some of them obviously come from overseas and are all foreign. Majority of the ones that are high up there. But I can tell you right now, they've worked
They
on
know.
a cure for
They
cancer
know.
100%.
I think
We know how to do it. We just can't.
Our country's the most innovative in terms of healthcare.
Yeah.
I think like you said, it's like an island. I think the top 5%, maybe even 3% that run the world. Money runs the world, so Walmart and anyone that owns any major oil company, they know. Yeah, the people that are making kabillions, not a real thing, by the way, kabillion is not a real thing, but kabillions of dollars know about this. And
That's
no one
not
else does.
3%.
No, but-
that's like
wait, but
0.001%.
But think
of the
think
people
about
on Earth.
this. Let's say one or a small group of people find a cure to leukemia. Let's just say leukemia, legit cure. If they came out with that and sold it, they would make a shit ton of fucking money.
Right, and then they'd probably get killed.
And then no. Think about they would become insanely rich though. You know what I mean? So wouldn't that be kind of an incentive? Plus, just for the
Also,
fact,
I just don't
we just
trust
found this
people
cure to
who
cancer.
keep
Do you
their
really
mouth
think?
shut like that.
Do you really think if
that's why like the Illuminati can't be possible.
When like the moon landing and shit
sorry.
like that, man,
No, you're
like
good, you're
you know how much production's got to go into that, and like somebody didn't open their fucking mouth about it. Like I don't believe any of that bullshit just because I don't trust people that they can all keep their mouth shut.
And think of all the non-profit organizations that are constantly being funded, with millions of dollars of donations to cure cancer.
I think it's
Why would they lie?
I think it's a nice thought to think that there's some grand cure out there. I don't think it's possible.
Nah.
Yeah, because I was
know.
just thinking about that. If there was some kind of cure for cancer and it hasn't even been brought out yet, like
It's such
to
a
the
horrible
public,
thought too.
it is such a horrible thought. But like, how do they not like get their idea out there? Is there someone like interrupting it, like finding it, like always watching them or
I
something,
guess
like
the
telling
patent,
them like
the patent process.
that'd
That'd be where it gets caught up.
it makes me think of like some sci-fi Men in Black shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, which is fucked.
I
But
just think
I don't
like,
think it's happened yet.
I
don't
would.
think
I
it
mean,
can.
I would really like to think for just like, it generally like people try to be good. Just in general. Like you found the cure to like a huge thing that kills so many people each year. You're gonna say
Everybody
I'm
has
gonna
a
keep
family
this-
member that's affected by it too.
Exactly. Like everybody knows somebody who's died of cancer.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
just to keep that to yourself, I don't think it's obviously possible, but I don't think it's true.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
it can't just be like, all right now, grandson, don't tell anyone else this, but we got the cure for cancer. Don't say anything to your
Grandpa,
friend.
what's this red button under your
Well,
desk?
Don't touch that, Jimmy.
Well, if Trump knows, he probably told his son, who basically like runs a ton of shit, that he's not qualified to run. So
Right.
it could come out any day now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But
I got a knuckle sandwich for you, like I got the cure for cancer. It'll be
Alright,
something like that. Some
I think we
politicians
should. I
say
think we
that.
should lighten up the.
I say we should have a
should-
break.
let's
definitely
let's
lighten
take a
up
quick
the
break,
topics. Quick
and
break,
then
baby.
we'll come back with some more shit to talk about later.
All right.
But
Peace.
until then, listen to the lo-fi music and relax.
strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
What up,
Back.
YouTube? What up? Jolly coming back at you.
Everyone, get in here.
Oh, Dave, you don't need a camera anymore.
Dave, get that out of your face, man.
I like the double crochet.
Makes you look good, Dave.
They got my good angles.
I'd just like to welcome everyone back. How's everybody doing out there? It's about to be a real special time on the podcast right now. Just a little bit. I want everybody out there who's listening right now to just grab your warm glass of milk that's sitting right beside you.
Dip your chocolate cookies right into it.
Take that Oreo, split off the center, however you like to eat your Oreo, like a cookie or torn apart. I'm not judging you either way.
But actually, I'm judging.
But yes, I'm judging you very hard. That's not the point of this. Anyway, I just want you to relax your feet right now, all the way up to your head. Just let your head hang there like it's almost weighs nothing. Just take a deep breath in and now breathe out. And follow us on this journey of this beautiful poetry by the best Canadian band ever to exist, Nickelback. Thank you. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? This is where I grew up. I think the present owner fixed it up. I never knew we went without. The second floor is hard for sneaking out. And this is where I went to school. Most of the time, I had better things to do. Criminal record says I've broken twice, but I must have done it half a dozen times. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Lots better now than it was back then. If I was them, I wouldn't let me in. Oh, whoa, God, every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on the bedroom floor. It's hard to say it. It's time to say it. Goodbye. Every memory of walking out the front door. I found the photo of the friend that I was looking for. It's hard to say it. Time to say it. Goodbye. Remember the old arcade. Blew every dollar that we ever made. The cops hated us hanging out. They said somebody went and burned it down. We used to listen to the radio, sing along with every song. Said someday we'd find out how it feels. Sing to more than just a stadium. Kim's the first girl I kissed. I was so nervous that I nearly missed. She's had a couple of kids since then. I haven't seen her since God knows when. Oh, whoa, God. Every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's hard to say it. It's time to say it. Goodbye. I miss that town. I miss their faces. You can't erase it. You can't replace it. I miss it now. I can't believe it. So hard to say. Too hard to leave it. If I could relive those days, I know the one thing that would never change. Every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on the bedroom floor. It's hard to say it. Time to say it. Goodbye. Thank you.
Good one, Matt.
That was wonderful.
Was that difficult? That sounded difficult.
That music really did it for you this time.
Dude.
It almost made me tear up this time.
I also wish, Matt, you had your
Dude,
guitar.
that got to
was going.
One of these times, Matt, just fucking get the guitar and just
That got to me, man.
play your own.
Dude, that was so long. That was such a long song.
Even though it was long, it just felt more dramatic.
yeah,
The
dude.
music. It was most importantly the music.
Got pretty deep.
It is a sad
It's always
song.
pretty fun.
It
is. Slow
It is
down,
kind of
yeah.
a sad song, honestly.
Definitely if you slow it down.
Yeah.
Tugging at the heartstrings there, for sure.
Yeah. With that, let's jump to a little thing I prepared like literally a month ago. Still haven't done it yet.
I'm nervous.
Wow. It's called How Good of a Good Samaritan Are You?
Oh, I'm terrible. You
Is
guys
this a
know
quiz?
I
that.
suck at this.
No, it's not necessarily a quiz, it's more of just like I ask you something, like a scenario, and you respond to, would you do it? Would you not?
Okay, yeah.
There's no points.
Are we being like,
I'm
like
being
in a perfect scenario or like in a realistic setting, like what I'm actually.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
I think
If I'm late for
we should
work,
start
like I
this
can't
off
do shit.
with our special announcement.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like is
Everyone,
this like
we
I
have
can
an
drop
announcement
anything
to
and like my good humanitarian
Right.
side, or is this like
I'm
my
saying,
realistic-
like-
hang on. If you laughed at this, you're not a good Samaritan.
Everyone, we have an announcement to make.
You already know I'm not a good Samaritan.
Damn, you got
Dude,
me.
you already know I'm not a good Samaritan. But, like, no, it's just what you would do in this situation. So, for example, I'll start with the first one, okay? And I came up with these one day because I'll start with this one just because this is a big one. But I came up with these one day because literally my girlfriend Emily watched a car hit another car in the parking lot, and then she went to the parking lot monitors or whatever the fuck they are, and like went to them and just like reported the accident.
Oh, so it was a hit and run.
Yeah, it was a hit and run because the guy didn't write anything or leave any information down.
Well, one time I hit a car in the Coolidge parking lot, and I went to the office and I told them.
That's good.
Good for
You're
you,
a pretty good
honestly.
Samaritan for
And
that.
I fucked up my car pretty bad. I could have gotten away with that, but I didn't.
So with that being said,
It fucking sucks though. It sucks hitting something.
not saying though that you
Right.
personally hit something, like it sucks.
It's the worst, Matt.
Hey,
It's the fucking worst.
Viewer said that he's not a good Samaritan.
No, you're not.
Theoretically,
I
bro.
know him. He's
No,
not.
theoretically, bro. If you like backed up into something that was somebody else's property and then didn't tell them, be kind of a dick move, dude. I'm not
I don't
gonna
know,
lie.
cause like if you hit like a garden gnome and it just like falls into a mud puddle.
Garden gnome. No, I'm
Okay.
talking
It ain't
about
that
something
bad.
that's like people are gonna have to replace. You know.
Okay, well, I've done some pretty shitty things.
Okay, well, let's start with the let's start with just
Probably shouldn't say any of them on the air.
that. Don't then. Just
All
don't.
right.
Don't even bother about
Incriminate
it.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's totally up to you, but
Alright,
If you want to, you
hit
can.
me
I've
with it for-
definitely made some tinfoil bombs and put some things where I shouldn't have. But
Mailboxes.
we're gonna leave. No,
Put,
no, no.
okay,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't you
maybe.
can't use the word tinfoil bombs and then some where I shouldn't have because we already know it's the tinfoil bombs.
A works bomb.
What?
A works bomb.
Isn't there like a bomb you can make out of like?
It's
bleach or something?
tinfoil with like the works toilet bowl cleaner, and it goes boom.
You can make a bomb out of baking soda.
Hell yeah, you can.
He knows all about
You
it.
put baking soda in a water bottle, shake it up,
It
and then
fucking
it's
blows
probably gonna
up.
blow
All right,
up.
Corey.
Yeah.
I really want to hear these things because I want to see how bad of a Samaritan I am.
Okay, so starting with the first one. Also, if you guys think of any more, hold them to yourself, and then whenever I'm done with like my simple 5 that I have, feel free to add on to them.
Okay.
But starting with the first one that I said, if you witnessed a hit and run in a parking lot, would you go and find somebody and tell them about it and like report it to like a police officer or something? I'm saying like, would you 100% honestly go out of your way to go report something? that you
Okay,
had
give us a real life example, like exactly. What
Okay, so say you're in your school parking lot, you see a car collide with another car, but it's a hit and run, and it's none of your business. And one of the car, like,
Debatable.
yeah, it could be none of your business. You're technically a bystander.
Okay,
at that point,
okay.
but
Well,
you don't
that's
have to.
that's an opinion. So you see a car, somebody a hit and run, clearly a hit and run. You see it with your own eyes. I'm guessing you're like alone in the parking lot, like nobody else sees you, because like you could drive away, but
Yeah.
nobody knows that you even saw it. You know?
Yeah, like you're not even in your car. You're just walking into like.
You're
out of the
walking
parking
to your
lot.
vehicle or you're walking
Yeah.
to class.
Yeah.
Okay.
So say you see that,
Mm-hmm.
but you're like maybe running late for class. Okay,
Okay. So you're giving us like
I'm giving you the running late for class.
I
example.
would do like you have that. Oh, I would do this, but I'm running late for class.
Would you go out of your way to alert some authorities that there was a hit and run?
Let's
Yes.
go. Let's do. It
I would that one. I would give 100% yes.
Okay, Matt just went.
Because
but let's go this way.
think
Sorry,
about
go on.
just think about it. Like even like okay, if we're on campus, like even if I was late to class, I could call public safety later. That's really easy to do, and at least report it that you saw it happen. you
Yeah,
know?
true.
Yeah. I feel like I'd do what Matt said, or I'd at least like leave a note on that person's car and kind of like describe the car that hit him
Yeah.
and shit. Because, like, a lot of them have cameras, too. I feel like in those parking lots they can look back on. But I would definitely do something. I just wouldn't, like, walk and go to class and, like, never say anything about it.
Yeah. Reader?
I would try to take a picture of their license plate, the person
Or try to remember it.
Yeah, I'd for sure do something. Because, I mean, I've already had to do that, so... Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing that's, like, it's not, like,
it should
going
be common
that
sense.
far out of your way.
You're not going out of your way,
you
and
can
at the
do
same
something.
time, like,
That
you
sucks,
could... That's, like, a
that
major
happens.
thing to, like,
Yeah.
help somebody. Because, like, like, even if you saw it, like, you can tell them what actually happened because that's somebody's car that you're helping get paid for.
Well, that's me
100%.
on pissed, too. If someone like, doesn't try to help me out.
And, like, I had that happen to me at school. Like, I had a girl back into me. Obviously, she didn't run, but, like, there was somebody there to, like, say, like, what happened, and that she saw it that way. Like, it wasn't just, like, you know, like, just my word versus hers or her word versus mine. So, like, you always have that, like, extra person to, like, help you out. Because, like I said, like, that's somebody helping you, like, say that they saw what happened. That way, like, your insurance has somebody else to go off of. That way, like, even if, like, you totaled your car or something like that, it's that extra mile that somebody went to, like, help you out in the long run.
Okay.
See, I'm like thinking, because first of all, if it's a school, they'll have cameras, right? So obviously, if you walk out and your car's been hit, you'll say, "Well, shit." Then you'll go to the office and say, "Hey, can you guys like look up the CCTV? Because my car was clearly hit." Like,
I can tell you, just like adding to that, my school doesn't have cameras in the parking lot.
really?
I know
On a
mine
college
does.
campus?
Yeah, McKendree doesn't.
I know mine does.
Man, people are gonna get raped and shit.
Dude, McKendree does not have cameras
That
on
is
their
really
parking lot.
bad.
Kendry's old school.
We are a very old school, like 100%.
Fix your shit, McKendree.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I knew there weren't cameras, I would definitely report it if I was the only one
Wrong.
who saw it. But I mean, my school has cameras. I mean, I don't. There's also always people patrolling. There's always people walking around. I feel like it's not my job to go. I mean, it's just a hit and run. It's like probably a couple $100 to fix. Like, whatever.
Yeah. See, I'm
Life goes
kind
on.
of I'm kind of in the same boat as you
Yeah.
because you know,
It's really not your business at the same time also.
Yeah.
yeah, it's all you're doing is if there even is cameras is just you know making sure you alert someone that hey, check out the cameras, look at this person. When in reality, if it was a bad enough hit,
Then they would be doing
Yeah.
that already.
yeah,
But, I mean, you have to think of it as a public service. Like, none of your business is kind of like... that's like if you saw, like, two people in a restaurant, like, arguing, and then it maybe, like, seemed like one of the people was kind of being, like, abusive. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody, like, let's say you're at a restaurant or at a Red Lobster, and these people behind you just hear this couple arguing, and it sounds like one of them is, like, really abusive or something like that. Like, that's kind of like, like, I don't know. You don't know the circumstances, but, like, if somebody hits a car and then drives away, you know, how many times are the circumstances really going to benefit the person who actually, like, did the hit and run? Like, that person is just being a douchebag.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hitting a car and driving away is like really bad.
yeah.
Really
you can get
bad.
a hefty
that
fucking
can
fine
fuck
for
you
that.
over real bad
Yeah.
if you do that and you get busted
It's just
for it.
such a bad idea.
Yeah.
So judging from that one because that was a deep one, I feel
That's
like
a really good example.
I feel like Matt, more importantly, will say yes to every single one now.
Okay.
This because I started like.
It depends though. The bigger shit I'm more inclined to help, but like the little shit I really don't give a fuck. So
Oh, so you don't care about the little shit.
most likely.
Well, let's see your
So
examples.
would you hold the door open for a person that's like walking out?
I
Say
do
like
that
they're
all the
but
time.
okay, but say that
Well,
I know where
that's my biggest pet.
I know where you're going from that. But
that
like
doesn't
say
mean you're a good Samaritan.
would you?
Yeah, exactly. It's not that much.
Like,
effort.
It's just a good deed.
Like I'm walking
Like,
into
okay,
the building and they're walking out at the same time.
Here's a good example of that. Not just you're walking out of a building and somebody's like kind of far behind, but you still open the door. There's somebody coming. There's somebody that's kind of far behind you, but
Perfect example
they're
is
like
at a
in a
gas
wheelchair
station,
or something.
At a gas station, okay? And, like, the person is, like, at Casey's, for example. Like, you're opening the door, and the person is, like, half through the parking lot, and you see them coming in.
That yeah, I was getting to like
halfway
that,
My dad,
like,
like,
let's just say, like,
ingrained
you're
in my
halfway
brain.
to,
I do
like,
that all
the
the
first
time.
pump.
Shit,
Would
yeah, I
you
literally
wait
do
for
that
that
all the
person?
time. Yeah, I do that all the time. My
If-
dad like
I
really,
do.
like,
I
trained
personally
me
No,
to
Yeah.
do that.
well, I mean, sure, okay, yes, that would, if you did it, that would make you a good Samaritan, but if you didn't do it, that wouldn't make
Yeah,
you
they're
not.
they're
Now, what would
it's
I
like
think
borderline.
a better example is I think, okay, you see like an old lady, a really old lady walking, or somebody on crutches or in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? Because like, I mean, you don't have to help them, but like, they could definitely like use the help of like if you do like opening a door for them or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you have to open.
I don't
for
think these
them.
questions are like you're a
I
bad
mean-
Samaritan if you don't do it. It's just like how good of a Samaritan.
Yeah,
are
it's
you. like the
yeah.
extent.
It's not a measure or anything. It's just like
I will
I do
say
that.
I will say that I do that 100% of the time. Like I'm always the person to hold the door. But my biggest pet peeve of all time is if I hold the door for you and you don't say thank you.
Oh, dude,
I
don't even.
I am the type of person to just say, yeah, you're welcome.
Oh,
Right as dude, I do not give a fuck, dude. If I hold that
that's
door,
terrible.
I
if
wish
I
I
hold
wish I had
that
the
door
guts to
open
say
for
that
you
to somebody.
and you don't say thank you
That's
and you
wild.
just breeze your way through that door, I am
you're welcome.
you're
Dude,
automatically
no,
on my shit
no,
list.
and I know exactly what you're talking about because that's something that's a really little thing that if somebody did it, I will remember you.
They didn't
I will,
ask you to
if
open the door.
If I no,
Okay,
it's-
but I'm
no,
just
I'm
saying,
talking
like-
about opening a door as in you're walking in front of them and you like
you hurry up and get around them to open up the door for them.
or no you're walking opposite ways and you obviously see them and stop, open the door and let them go first. So you're purposely letting them go first and they just don't say thank you or act like you're there. All right, you fucking piece of shit.
I can
would grind
talk
me.
about
Kidding
this
me?
for an hour.
All you have to do is say
All right,
Thanks.
you fucking piece
all
of
you have
shit.
to do is say thanks.
man.
Like that's literally all you have to do. Like
They don't have to do shit. You didn't have to do shit.
But you are doing something to
They didn't
purposely
ask you
help.
to.
Just
Hey,
help
asked the
somebody.
question.
See, that's a horrible attitude to have.
Have my business mind to go.
What's that?
is that Emma? Was it Emily? Can you read that? I can't see who it is.
It is.
It's Emily.
Elon.
How far does your none of my business?
Mindset go.
Oh,
We can talk about that after.
okay.
Yeah.
No, but that's honest. That's a bad attitude.
No,
to
it's
have.
not.
That's like saying like
I'm
if
doing
I-
good things, not for your fucking approval, but because I want to
agree
do
with
good
that, like-
things. I don't fucking donate to charity and then gloat to the
No.
world. Hey, look, everybody, I donated because that defeats the purpose.
That's way different. Than
It's
holding
no
the door
different.
open
If
for
I
somebody.
open the
it's
door
not.
expecting
Think
it,
about this,
let me
dude.
talk.
This is
I'm
a
fired
heated
up.
debate.
Oh man,
I'm
just take
fired
it
up.
easy.
I am fired up.
I'm on camera.
Alright,
for this,
alright.
by the way. I
Go
think
ahead.
it's,
No, go
I
ahead.
think it's common,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
courtesy,
to
but I don't
sound
think it's
aggressive.
Yeah, you
required.
scared me there.
I didn't mean to sound aggressive.
Nah, go ahead.
I just felt like we were fumbling back and forth, and I had to like break it up. But
Don't you dare.
so now I have to like compose my thoughts.
All right, we'll come back to you.
No,
you.
no, I
All right,
have
Dave.
it.
Dave,
On that
Wait, this
day,
was between me and
on that
Cam.
one.
like
I
on
mean, but
Cam's
I
side.
agree on Cam, like in the fact that like I think it's common courtesy to like say thank you and stuff, but I don't think like the point of any of that is to like
Oh, it
seek
bothers me.
approval or like be like
Exactly.
gloated for, because I think it gets braggadocious. Like
It
I think the
really
entire
bothers
point of
me.
being nice to someone is because you want to do it out of the kindness of your own heart, not because like you need to be like, I'm losing like my word for it, but like.
Not because
Like,
you have to.
I don't need their like approval of it to make it validated in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like
You're doing a
I don't
good
need their
deed to do a good
validation. I
deed.
did it
May-
because I wanted to.
Maybe our minds are a little bit in different places. What I'm talking about right now is the literal example of opening a door for somebody. Because okay, I open the door, literally like, thank you. You know what I mean? How easy?
No, I
how easy is it to
absolutely
say
agree
thank
that,
you
like,
to
they
somebody
should
who
say
did
it,
a
yeah.
really small thing that they didn't have to do for you, or like.
When in my experience, most
Or like,
people do.
or like when you drop your pencil and somebody picks it up for you, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like I donate to charity. I expect people to say like, "Wow, you're such a good person,"
yeah,
because
no,
that's something that
I
like
definitely get your point, but
that's
I
not-
also
you're
don't
not-
like still need it.
you're not directly
Like,
doing something for me. Or like if I don't know, like if you
Yeah.
drop something and I pick it up and you just don't say anything, like, "All right, you fucking dick." You know what I mean?
no,
It
I-
isn't that difficult to say thank you.
I get what you're saying, but like I'm not gonna get like pissed if they don't say
Like,
it.
dude, one time, I still remember this shit. I was walking into Pontoon Subway. I was going to Pontoon
The
Subway.
This guy's on his
the
show.
best.
I was
clientele,
walking
bro.
to Pontoon Subway to get a damn steak and cheese sandwich because it's delicious. Anyway, and that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm about to say. And this guy was like walking out, and I was like, I saw him, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna open the door because it was a pull, so it'd be easier for him to walk out. So I open it, and he walks through and acted like it was an automatic door, like literally, like didn't even like look at me or anything. And I was like, wow, what a like. I hope you fucking get in a car crash and die, dude. Like,
All right,
you're a
I
fucking
have-
awful
I that's
person.
I have my thoughts together. You ready?
All right, let's hear him.
Okay, so this is something people do all the time. They look at things from their perspective only. Everybody thinks that they're the main character of the universe when they're not. And so you have to think about it as that guy probably says thank you every other time, but that one time maybe he wasn't paying attention. Maybe he's having a shitty day, he doesn't want to talk. So he just went through, and you're automatically assuming you're the good guy, he's the bad guy. But nobody's the good guy or the bad guy.
I'm not saying he's a bad guy, I'm saying he's a dick.
Oh,
The bad guy.
I was definitely the good guy whenever I opened up the door for that old lady that didn't say thank you.
No, okay. Okay, I'm not, I don't know the person, you might be a nice person, it might have been the worst day of your life, but at the same, I wouldn't do what Reader did because you never know, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say, "You're welcome, you asshole."
I don't say it like that.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna think in my head, wow.
I'm a very
really?
vocal person.
You're
you guys
that?
know that.
Is your life that bad that you can't just say thank you for? I mean, the dude, there's no way he didn't notice me open the door. It's not possible for him to not have noticed me. That's not the thing. He couldn't have even given me the head nod, acknowledged me. He didn't even make eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing. It's just it was like I was invisible. Not saying I needed a thank you there. I'm just saying
Nice.
it's so easy to say thank you.
It's not
to someone
hard.
who
Yeah.
opens the door.
It's a rude gesture, not to say thank you.
Yeah, it's rude. It's
Amen,
rude.
Corey.
It's rude.
A fucking min.
It's rude when somebody does something a little thing that's nice for you, a small service personally for you. You say thanks.
What if they just you open the door for them and they go, "Yep,
That's fair. They acknowledged you.
They say yep.
yep, just yep,
I would laugh because doesn't make
I would
sense.
say, yeah, you're welcome.
yep."
It happened.
Or yep.
I
Okay.
remember this other time it happened at
Yep,
school.
yep.
It was this lady, and I swear I wanted to punch her in the face because she was walking through with somebody, and they were talking, and she
Snap.
Oh, get your stuff. Then.
she breezed through this door, as if it was it just there was nothing as if there wasn't a door there that magically just opened, and I was like, wow,
You know what
just wow, dude.
pisses me off though? So say someone opens the door for someone and then they slip through and then the door shuts on you. So the door's open for a brief moment,
so-
they
Oh,
slip through
yeah.
and then
Okay.
the door shuts.
There's a big crowd or something, or maybe
now
just
see,
three people, and then they.
Move.
Yeah.
Now see,
The door's
the
a quarter of the way
you're
about to close.
You're walking, and then they walk through, but then they don't kind of give it the push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
See,
think that's fucked up. Because that could fall on your face, that could smash you. And
Well, you
then
should
you
pay
look
attention.
like a dumbass.
see, that's the kind of thing where I'm you're just walking through which is that's I don't know, whatever. But if I don't know, man. It's just my thoughts are never gonna change.
Emily
on
said
that,
it's
bro.
really not as deep as you all are making it out to be.
Oh, it's deep as fuck.
We're not.
It's-
We're just
no, it's
talking
not
about
that
it because
deep.
we're on the podcast.
I just
It
think if
cuts
somebody,
me down to the core.
I
if
just
I'm
think
being
if
honest.
somebody
I'm just joking.
if
Yeah,
you're
it kind of rattles my cage.
I don't know what to
no,
believe.
you're a rude person if you don't say thank you when somebody opens the door
okay,
for
I
you.
do get what Cam is saying to a full extent of how somebody might be having a bad day and they don't say thank you, or how every other time they might say thank you, but it's just I guess it's the way that I was raised is to just say thank you for somebody opening up the door 100%. That's just my mindset. Anytime somebody does anything for me, unless it's one of you guys, I'll say thank you. But
Because fuck us.
but
It's kinda-
honestly, I truly do believe it was how people were brought up, and raised 100%. If people were raised to do something, they're gonna do it, and if not, they're not gonna do it. It's just it's how life is. And other people are brought up different 100%. None of us are raised the same. But I feel honestly, if I open up the door for you and you don't say thank you, I'm just wow, I shouldn't have held the fucking door open for you. And I get that's why Cam was just you know what, they're not asking you to hold the door open for you. I get that side, but at the same time, Matt said, it's just something that I've always thought about, and it's not going to change for me. Sure, I probably shouldn't say, oh yeah, you're welcome, but it bothers me. It's just how I am.
Yeah.
But
So let me just intervene real quick, Dave. Can you read there where it says live? What is the time there? What does it say? I don't know if you can see it.
We've been going for a while.
It's been about 2:20.
it says 2:21.
2:21. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap up this one. I'm gonna do all 5 that I have, and then we're gonna jump into the eBay item of the week, and then we're just gonna wrap everything up.
Okay, cool.
Because
I'm getting sleepy.
I overheard you guys
Yeah,
"Oh,
we're
fucking
tired.
leave, dude.
I'm
I'm
tired.
I'm
I'm sorry.
tired.
I'm sorry I can't hang for my first time.
But let's move on. We got 4 more. No, actually, 3 more.
Have you ever had a dream that...
A wet dream, yeah.
Okay, would you throw someone's trash away that you saw they just threw on the ground?
I forgot we were even playing this game. Because we just got into that. It's such a heated debate.
I know you talked about it for like 10 minutes. It was
yeah,
crazy.
I'm really sorry.
It's a little shit.
I'm really sorry. That's just one of those things.
I didn't mean to snap at you.
I don't know.
I really didn't.
It's interesting.
It's cool. It's cool because
can
you
debate
were
about
actually
that
thinking
shit.
of a different thing
Yeah.
than I was. We were thinking on 2 different types of things.
Okay, second one. Or third one, sorry. Would you throw someone's trash away that they just littered on the ground? So would you pick it up and throw it away?
Nope.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I do it. I do it just
It
about every day.
okay, actually, I take that back. It depends. If it's like a banana peel,
No.
I'm not picking that
Okay,
up.
no, because
That's
that
better,
biodegrades.
right?
I agree.
ground.
It depends how gross it is. But like if it's
it
like a
biodegrades.
fucking like wrapper.
Like
or
if it's like a
something,
chip
I'll-
wrap, like a little mini bag of fucking
I'll-
Lay's potato chips.
I'll tell you when it's like the point of no return for me. Like I'll probably 9 times out of 10 not do it, but if it starts blowing away, then I feel like I have
I'm
to.
the opposite.
Are you talking about like?
Really?
Are you
Yeah,
talking
if
about
I
like
have to
you're
chase it, I'm not
walking-
getting
See, no, I feel like because if it's like going away from me and like the trash can itself, I feel like, well, damn, that's like really bad for the earth. I don't know why I think like, but if it's even kind of close to the trash can and it's like not gonna budge, I'm like, it's alright. Like,
I'm
whoever's
saying-
gonna change that trash is probably.
Yeah, give us
Yeah,
the
you're
example.
right.
Like I'm saying, if you're walking,
happen.
again, I relate this to class because I know that some of this shit happened. If you're walking to class, okay, there's not really a trash can in sight that you can see at the moment. Someone throws a wrapper on the ground and it stays there, okay? It doesn't blow away or anything. Would you kindly pick it up and wait until you find a trash can to throw it away?
No, that's
would.
completely like just not in my mindset whatsoever. No,
No, I'm gonna walk past
If
it.
I was
not in
like,
that situation.
if I was like in,
If I had a trash can in
don't
sight, yeah. But if not,
I don't know, if I was
Probably
in
trash
if
can.
I was in a classroom and somebody was walking out and they like threw a paper wad and it like completely missed the trash can, I might be like, I'll pick that up so the janitor doesn't have to like, you know, put it back in the trash can.
Yeah.
But if somebody's walking down the hallway or something and they drop something, I'm not gonna pick that up. That's
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
I feel like
It's
it's
definitely
pretty
a lot.
screwed.
I don't know. I feel like I would do it. It's
Yeah,
it's
I'd
not
do
that
it.
big of a deal for me, at least. You just got to do
Yeah.
is grab it, wait for trash.
I usually
and-
park
would-
by a trash
That would
can,
definitely
so-
make you just for that reason.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That would definitely make you a good Samaritan though if you did that.
It's just not
For
that
sure.
much effort. I don't know.
That is true. It's
Yeah.
not that much effort, but then again, it's also just not that big of a deal.
Okay, fourth one, because I've seen this happen quite a few times. Scenario: you're walking to class again, and you see someone from not a far distance from you, maybe from like here to the other end of the, you know, my
I
basement.
wouldn't do it.
You can't do it that
Would you-
far.
if
Yeah,
they-
this guy's
that
creeping
far,
me
dude?
out.
They're walking by
Forget
themselves, okay? And they have like a
creepy.
lot of books and papers in their hand.
drop 'em.
They drop them. Would you go over there if you're walking toward that way? Would you go and help them gather the things
I
and pick it
literally
up?
always do that. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Wait,
feel so
but
bad.
you've
for people
actually
like that.
you've actually experienced that.
Dude, like a lot.
can't think-
Actually.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I've done that a lot.
Are you talking about
personally.
like
Like not
because when you
even-
think about that, you think of like walking in a school hallway and 2 people bump
Yeah.
into each other.
Like
and
those
one person
lame-ass
has like
high school
5 books
movies,
and like
yeah.
100 pieces of paper.
But
and
no,
they're,
like if it's
they fly out of
Their
their
Well,
eyes meet.
especially in that sense, like if it's a fault of my
Exactly.
own, then absolutely. But also like just walking by, I'm like, I feel so bad for people like that.
I'm
'Cause
not.
that shit happens to me sometimes. And that's just a shitty moment in the
Yeah.
day. And so
It
like,
can happen to anyone too.
It really
I'm not
can,
gonna
man.
lie. I personally, so Dylan had a fuck ton of stuff in his arms one
we've
day
all
at
seen
school,
this video. We've all seen
and I'm the guy that literally pushed it all out of his hands and just ran away.
Aw.
You're the worst.
But
He's your friend,
but,
though.
You're the
But
worst.
honestly, like, yeah, I would definitely go out of my way to help somebody that happened to, unless it's Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're walking the same way
Unless it's
and there's like not a bunch of traffic or something, like I don't know, it's kind of situational. It's situational, but in general, yeah.
For me, like
In general,
for me, I've seen it before happen like outside because I at my campus you walk a shit ton outside, and I've seen it to where some dude was riding a bike and like almost ran into somebody on the opposite way and just go and just all his shit fell. And I personally, it was too far away for me to just fucking decide to go over there and help him. I think the guy already had help at the time, but I was like, I am not going over there to help this fucker. Especially even,
Shit.
I don't really care that much to do it personally, in my opinion. It's like, just like, hey, dude, it's just a couple books. Sometimes it's only a couple books. Most of the time, it's only like a couple books that just drop.
Dude, and if you're falling off a bike, like, that dude doesn't want anyone to mention that happened.
No,
he just
I
wants
know,
to
right?
forget about it and go on with his day. Like,
Yeah.
if someone came up to me and helped me, I'd be like, get away. Like, don't make
Yeah.
attention.
At my school, too, that's like... At my school, too, a lot of people use longboards and ride around longboards.
Yeah.
And most of the time, they just have to go in the grass, and sometimes they'll go in the grass and...
Yeah,
so,
I've seen that happen in my
so
school,
like,
too.
it's...
funny.
So sometimes it's like, dude, that's your own fault. You just fucked up. You deserve to pick them up.
There's
sometimes.
a dude at Webster that rides on his bike and watches videos on his phone.
That's smart.
It is,
Holy shit.
dude. No, it's wild. He's like really good at it, but at the same time, someone could easily take this kid out.
Does he have
like
earbuds
someone-
in?
Or
Or is he listening to, like, the audio?
I think I've seen him with earbuds in. Like
That's
I don't know
dangerous.
what he's doing, but like he's really good at it. But like I swear, like he could so easily, like somebody could just like if somebody was walking and not paying that much attention because he's like watching his phone or whatever, they could easily just wreck each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could kill someone.
All right,
Yeah.
last one.
Involuntary manslaughter.
What an asshole.
This
That
one-
is a bad Samaritan.
This one I think is a
True.
pretty deep one. It could go either way. Say you're at a gas station and you're waiting in line to pay. The person in front of you is trying to buy, I don't know, fucking
Oh God.
a hot chocolate.
Nope.
Say they're short on money. Would you give him like a couple dollars
gonna be a
extra
good
to
one.
Nope.
fucking finish his payment?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so wait, say that again. You
So
gave
you're at
the
a-
example of
Let's change from gas station to grocery store. You're in a grocery store,
Okay.
and they're maybe a couple bucks short from their completing their grocery payment.
how much is their payment? Like
Let's just say $10.
Whole family like
$10.
$150.
Simple money, $10. Not $150. Because
Simple
if you're
money.
short on that, then you're an idiot. $10, but they only have $8. Would
And they're
you
trying to
would
buy
you spot
something?
them money?
That's
what
like my
what are
worst
they?
fear.
What are
How
they
do they
buying?
look?
What are they buying?
Because I would instantly, if they were like a crackhead, I would instantly
Hold on.
judge
We're
them.
not,
and
okay,
not
hold
give
on,
it to
hold
them.
on. For the purpose of this, just tell them how much it is and don't tell them how they look.
Okay.
Because that could be very biased. I'm sorry.
If they were like
If they
all
were a
scabbed
well-dressed
up,
person,
I was gonna say it's
100% no. But like honestly, depending on like the person's situation, I'm a dickhead. I admit it. I would help the person if they look like they were struggling. But if they were like a well-dressed individual that looked like they were doing all right for themselves, I would say absolutely not. Cause me, I work hard for my money, and like I actually cherish my money. So like, you got to be very special and look like you're in dying need of whatever you're buying for me to give you money.
I think there's like a fine balance.
Oh,
of
there is 100% like a fine line. Like,
too underdressed, too overdressed.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
yeah.
If you're like an average
Now-
Joe like me,
See, like for me, when I think of that, I think of like I'm in line behind someone at Quick Trip, and they're like buying a bag of Cheetos or like coffee or some shit. I don't know. If it was like kids after school or something at Quick Trip, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, kid.
yeah,
Dumbass.
you don't
like,
need this shit.
What you should know how much the Cheetos cost. You get them every day, little shit. But if it was like some like I don't know, like it honestly would probably depend on the type of person.
Yeah,
Like if it was like an old person or something, I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll give it
Social Security's
give you
tight
$1.
these days.
of
Yeah.
course, of
See,
course.
that's like a real pet peeve of mine. I would do it like no matter what, because that's like one of my worst fears ever. Is like trying to buy something and not having enough money. So
Yeah.
I feel like automatically super bad for whoever it is. Like no matter what they look
True.
like. I've actually done that a couple times too. Like
Actually-
spotted the person and just
Yeah.
like
I
roll with it.
I have an example of that that's a little bit different, but I was leaving school and getting gas, and I pull in, and this guy comes up next to me. He goes, "Hey man, sorry to bother you, but me and my it was like him and his brother or something. He's like, me and my brother are trying to get to my cousin's house or something like that, and he's like, we just ran out of gas, and we're not gonna be able to make it there. We don't have any money." And I was like, all right, man, how much do you need? And he was like, all right, I was about to give him a 5, and he was like, dude, you know what? he said, well, 10 will get us there. And I was like, all right, man, I don't know. I was just like feeling like good that day. So I gave
All right,
him
here's
10
100.
bucks. I said, dude, all I got is a Benjamin on me, so go get some a slushie inside or something. But no, I was like, I gave him the 10, and then I was like, I did my good deed for the year or whatever. But like after, I was like, you know what? Honestly, if he really didn't need that and he was just scamming me, like have a good life in hell, asshole.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's something like I usually, but I drive by it every day, like on the McKinley Bridge. Like, there's always a homeless person.
Yes.
There, and that light takes forever. And like sometimes, like
It's real awkward.
They're just there staring at you, man.
Dude, they'll wave at
They'll
you.
just gawk.
They'll
at
tap
you.
on the
I
window.
never
They
give
will
it to
wave at
homeless
you.
people, dude. I've never once given money to homeless people.
They will wave at you and stuff, and it's
in my entire life.
my rule is like I won't give them money there, but if I have like
I've
extra
given them
food,
water. I've given people.
yeah, dude. No,
water
if I have a
before.
banana or like a bar or something, I'll give that to them because I know like they are homeless, but like they're obviously hungry.
That's not money.
but
you
they
know,
might
that's
be a
something
crackhead
else.
too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's
One
not,
time
yeah,
I had
so-
like a dozen of donuts. There's only like 3 left in there. I gave them the donuts.
yeah, see,
That ain't
that's
bad.
like
I mean,
to me that's just like
It's better than drugs.
they were a little stale. I bet.
better than giving them money because you really like you don't know like you want
You
to
don't know what
assume
they're
that
gonna use it on.
you want to assume that it's for good, but you don't know.
Also at the Midwest, one time I gave a guy $5 to get a hot and ready pizza.
Keep on talking.
Caesars.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna say it was at Casey's because that's the staple of the Midwest.
Nah, but he could get a whole ass pizza. He was trying to go for the value. I think he was going value meal.
All right, boys, you ready to do the final segment, which is eBay item of the week?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, this is it's one of my favorite things on here to do. But
He's ready for bed.
let's Davey is
It
ready
honestly
for
is
bed.
way better.
Let's rewind the music just a bit.
Dude, I literally go to bed at like 12:01 every night and I wake up at 8. Every morning.
That is nuts. But anyways, she's talking about how
I was trying to read it, but it's so
Yeah,
She-
apparently Corey throws himself on the ground all the time.
yeah, you freaking idiot.
Just in general.
I love that your girlfriend watches this episode tender.
oh she
My
loves
girlfriend would
it.
not support me in that way.
She loves
My
it. She
girlfriend
subscribes
would
to
tell me to fuck
My
myself.
girlfriend actually knows this is happening right now and she's not supporting me in that way. So I would like to point out, like, Olivia, if you ever see this, like, sorry.
Dave, you need to consider your relationship.
I know.
What the fuck?
We're gonna
Honestly,
edit this so it looks like you were
everything.
talking shit the whole time.
This is eBay item.
Welcome to eBay item of the week, everybody. So can I
get
get a
it.
round of applause as I change
Yes,
this
sir.
shit over to the main computer. Now, what I have here today is I have just 3 weird items I looked up. If you don't know what this is, I go on eBay. I take some time out to look up some weird fucking items, and then at the end we all just pick which one is the weirdest. If there's no, this isn't like the headline hoax. There's no punishment or anything. Just like it's interesting to see what we think about what is the fucking weirdest thing out of the 3 items that I find. This one I feel like could be a little bit trickier today, but without further ado, let's go right into it. Dave, since you're the closest, I'm gonna have you read like the descriptions.
Alright.
So
He's going
first off, we've got
35 on the ACT. No need to brag.
first off we've got worn women's socks. Okay.
Worn women's socks.
Yeah, worn women's socks.
Those are disgusting. That's so
As you can see in this picture, you can see a little hole in them, pinky toes.
That's
Put 'em on.
kinky. That is so kinky.
Price those cheap. What is the price? $2.
You go get a pack
Dave,
of
read the
socks.
description for me.
Says seller assumes all responsibility for listing will be washed prior to the eBay
Oh, I don't want it.
Let's buy them.
Working it too much and got holes. Time to go. Photos show where the holes in the socks are. So at least he's realistic and upfront.
That's honestly that's honestly kinky.
It's honestly
Some people buy this shit for kinky, though.
yeah.
As you can see, do you think those are actually?
I'd use it as a cock
Those
sock.
look super fucking dirty.
You got the
Corey,
hole in it and everything.
if it's like a size 10, it's not a woman's
I'm
foot.
gonna be real. That really
true.
freaks me out. I'm a real hygiene-oriented person,
Yeah.
and so that really fucking scares me. I'm gonna have nightmares about that. Usually.
Just a bunch of worn women. Hey, Dave, don't worry. If you buy them, she'll wash them for
Dude,
you.
what's
Wash
the
them
price?
prior to
What's the
sell.
price on it?
$2.
I'll pay more for her to not wash them.
Yeah.
I'll frame them.
I just put a band on it.
This is like a foot fetish's guy wet dream, like,
Right.
honestly.
Yeah, this is item number
Yes.
1.
This is such a common thing,
Alright,
though. Like,
that's
this isn't
item-
even
That's
shocking.
item number 1. Everybody.
You know, like, people, like, sell, like, fucking old shoes that women wore and, like, panties and fucking
Yeah, but to
all kinds of
sell
shit.
old women's worn socks that has a hole in it, that's a
It's not
little
even
bit-
the weirdest thing that'll
But like the
snapping it up.
description you're selling it for is literally because you wore them too much and you have a hole in it. Like,
You don't need them anymore. I don't want to. You know, I don't want to.
Like,
Where's the
for
flavor
$2, I could honestly probably buy a new pair of socks that are much better than that.
All right. Item number 2. We've got.
She told me she
Dave,
was like
read
a
the
hot
description there.
baker lady.
Okay, this is 5 grams wild lettuce, 5 times extract, opium lettuce, Lactura morosa pure. It's $8.99. It literally looks like cinnamon. If you want to go down to the description for me.
Yeah. Just take a little quick gander at this
That looks
opium
like-
lettuce extract.
It looks like desert sand.
Attaboy, Dave.
The description's a little bit long, so I don't know which ones you want to pick and choose.
I'm just gonna kind of.
Okay, just kind of glance at it.
Indigenous to Southwest Europe, North Africa, and West Asia, wild lettuce is a plant that is primarily known for its sedative effects. Due to the effects often being compared to those of opium, it has acquired the popular nickname of opium lettuce, among many others. I kind of want to buy this, actually. It should be noticed that it does not cause digestion problems and is not addictive like the opium to which it is so often compared. It also contains no alkaloids, structurally similar to opiates. Wild lettuce is most often used by making it into tea. I'm just going to read the last one, which is a warning. The information provided in this auction has not been evaluated by the FDA. It is not to be used as a substitute for advice from a medical professional. Please consult a licensed healthcare professional before deciding to take any of the aforementioned substances. It is important that they can look at your body type, diet, exercise, regimen, and any other important details about your body to see which of your substances is right for you.
They just don't want to be sued.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave, honestly.
I'm honestly gonna be real. They had me sold on the whole opiate thing.
Right.
Like
Dave,
that's
you could
kind
be a
of
guinea
dope.
pig, man.
How much?
It's $8.99, dude. I might fuck around and
Let's
buy
get a
it.
couple orders coming.
I mean, I would definitely probably do some like prior research to this and like make sure this is like not like just fucking cinnamon in a
Sounds
bowl
like a
and they're
legal
selling
high,
some
dude.
weird shit. Cause like, I'm gonna be real. It's weird that they're calling it lettuce and it obviously resembles nothing close to lettuce.
It's fucking
like
sand.
if you put it in tea, then like maybe have its name have something to do with tea. But I do like apparently what it might do to me if I drink it, which is dope, and it's not addictive, which seems safe.
Knowing
but at
you-
the same time, it's not FDA approved. But a lot of the things I do in life are not FDA approved. Therefore, I think I might risk it for the business and buy this. I'll see what the third option is, but I'm already pretty sold on this one.
Sometimes you got one of these, you got one of these. You just gotta make it
It's
up.
also
Like
5-star rating. One person rated it, but it's 5 stars.
Okay, I want to see this rating. What is this?
It said, great product. This product is an Wait, what? This product is an I think you spelled that word wrong. Oh, this product is as advertised. They did spell it wrong.
Oh shit!
And arrived quickly.
That was probably his fucking mom.
Yeah, probably. But like, I mean, one
Great product.
I'd have to
5
see
out
more
of 5.
Paid.
100% legit, can.
Hey, but do they cover shipping?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, not buying it.
Yeah, I don't think they cover shipping. All right, item number 3 we have.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
Black Voodoo Magic Custom Love Die For Me. Oh
Yeah.
what?
Talisman.
That's not
Obsessed.
a best.
Obsessed.
Obsessed spell.
Oh yeah, obsessed spell desire kill.
Talisman.
Amazing.
Amazing.
$39.
So what we have here.
Alright, yeah, that's my weirdest thing.
So what we have here, you know, is obviously a picture of some shit. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Oh,
It's a love spell.
what is this?
No,
Black Voodoo Magic spells voodoo dolls, Jin's shaman readings potions. So I guess that's just like a little headline or something.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. That's my weirdest item. I don't fuck with voodoo.
Triple cast Voodoo Love Spell. Customize your exact needs with powerful talisman. This is no gamble. Get what you want today.
This is no.
Can be cast on a man or a woman.
This spell's to cure your broken heart. It does everything 10 spells would do.
Bring you a new lover.
Bring back old lovers. Make him crave you like crazy. Stop his cheating ways. Make him commit. Make them break up. Make him want you only.
Make him your slave.
Keep him just for you. Make him desire you every minute. I use the darkest of magic while I call upon the sacred of spirits for this spell. If they are not with you, they will want to tear their hair out. They will miss you immensely. They will crave you the instant you are not there. They spell instant wrong. Please be aware of the strength of this spell. Results are permanent, so choose carefully. Then there's a little Asterisk, if you have tried other casters and 0 results, this is the spell for you.
I want to see
Good old
reviews.
cast, love, spell.
Do we have reviews?
Let's see what we got here. Up top, do we have any
I
reviews?
swear if we have reviews, I'm gonna
There's
shit
not one
myself.
review
do
on
not see one review on
But
this.
that honestly makes me happy for humanity that nobody bought this yet.
Man, someone out there is desperate enough to
I
try
guarantee
this.
I'm gonna be real though, like it's one thing to make a love potion, that's like dark as shit. Cause
It's not love, it's obsession.
I would absolutely like.
It says
If
obsessed.
this was like more mild, like I might be more interested, but like I'm not trying to have a stalker here. That's kind of
Yeah.
Also, it does say it can be cast on man or woman, but they are all specifically put in the pronouns of men. So I believe this is definitely advertised to more women than men.
Oh, it's for.
Because there are craziest women who would be
Yeah.
like, I need him.
Yeah, so she
Fucking make 'em crazy.
definitely undersold me on the fact that I think this could be used on a woman.
Well, you shouldn't even. I mean, I'm not even considering using.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
This
definitely not
place,
either. Again, I am sold on the opium lettuce.
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure I'm
This-
actually gonna go home and
this
research
item-
opium lettuce.
It's a legal high.
This
I
item
mean,
is
fuck.
If it's legal, that's dope as fuck. I've
like
never heard of
salvia.
it. I'm actually gonna Google that.
Okay, so this was item
Tripping
3.
balls.
Just to recap, we have our 3 items. Number 1, we had the Warm Woman socks.
That's not new.
Number 2, we have opium lettuce, dust, fucking sand from Area 51.
Again, legal highs.
And number 3, we have, obviously, this is real, a voodoo spell that will, get your loved ones
Yeah, that
to
one's
love you.
fucked. That one's so.
So, Dave, let's start with you. What do you think the weirdest item on here is?
Oh, the weirdest?
Not the one that you would buy, the weirdest item.
Dude, honestly, like, this might be like a stretch or a hot take, but it's the socks for me. Like, that just really freaks me out, and I don't like that at all. Give me instantly. None of it was, like, just cool at all. It sucks. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the socks for the weirdest one, for sure.
Okay, reader.
the fucking black voodoo. 100% creeped me out. I wouldn't mind owning a pair of holy socks that have been worn by a female. The fucking sand in a bowl. Dave thinks that is a real thing. And is honestly looking it up right now.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna be dead ass with you guys. Like, this is a real thing.
Does it look like that?
It doesn't look like that though, which is what's. I think that chick's
It's
literally.
sand in a fucking bowl, dude.
Yeah, that's definitely like.
Are they just gonna saran wrap it up and
This
send it to you?
is
Like-
in fact what it looks like. It's a real ass plant, and it looks like chia seeds almost when you buy it. But it's real as fuck. They make like vaporizer things from it and stuff.
Wow, fucking, I'm toking it right
You can
now.
just get like the drops of it. So I
Okay.
think we know what I'm asking for Christmas.
But honestly, out of the 3, definitely the fucking voodoo love, spell, fucking obsession. Definitely not a fan of. So that's definitely my least favorite and hottest.
So I think the socks are a pretty innocent little thing. I mean, you could be into feet, and like maybe like you just go crazy for a fucking used pair of socks that a girl wore. I mean, if that's your thing, I mean that's not hurting anyone, so you can go for that. It's still weird. It's weird, but it's not hurting anyone.
True. But it's
You know,
still
you're
weird.
not, it's not malicious, so I think you're probably okay. And then the whatever that bowl of fucking shit is, it's apparently not bad for you. It's a real thing. You're getting addicted. You're getting an actual product. So that's not that weird to me either. Because people smoke salvia and stuff. And then, yeah, it's completely legal. People grow that. But the voodoo, I'm not saying it works. I 100% don't think it works. I think it's just a scam, and it's like psychics. It's taking advantage of people when they're at their weakest point. So that's definitely the worst one. Yeah, that's my analysis.
Good call.
For me, I'm gonna say this bowl of sand.
You gotta be kidding.
Dude, that is definitely
If there's
fucking
one you're gonna
sand.
rule out, you're gonna rule out the bowl of sand.
Okay.
That's definitely sand, bro. Like, looking at it closer now.
I'm saying it's weird. I'm saying it's weird not because it's a bowl of sand.
It's like brown sugar.
Maybe it is brown sugar. Maybe it's cane sugar. Something like that. But I'm saying it's
Definitely
weird
not
because
wild lettuce.
the
That's
fact
what they're advertising.
the fact that that's real. The fact that you actually looked it up and you said opium lettuce is real, and it doesn't look like that. Plus, you don't actually know the actual effects that it could have on your body is sketchy as fuck. Well, I know Dave doesn't care, but that's why the weirdest thing for him is the holy
He
socks.
just wants some fancy tea, you know?
Dude, honestly, like, that might be
Yeah. Does the opposite.
It sounds like it would put me in a good-ass mood,
And then
but it
let's
sounds
say-
like it would do.
Let's say this is actually somehow like you actually do get the opium lettuce from this, and you use it, and the effects aren't as what you expected, and you get a fucking tumor or something. I don't know. You wouldn't get a tumor, but what if it happened? Then that's fucked, and that's weird. Okay, just putting it like that.
I bet you it gives you a real good stomach ulcer.
I bet you it gives you a good erection.
Oh, it's probably horny goat weed.
Probably horny goat.
Horny
Alright,
goat
Matt,
weed's
what do you
crazy.
got?
That stuff's nuts.
That stuff's crazy.
That is not okay.
Hardest drug I've ever tried.
So at first I honestly thought that the socks were gonna be a runaway, but then once we started getting into the things on the voodoo doll, like the whatever saying, like the stupid sayings, I was like, damn, that's weird as shit. So yeah, voodoo dolls for me.
I would agree with you on
Good
that.
call.
I would
Good
agree
call,
with you on
man.
that one.
I respect that.
Looks like voodoo dolls.
The only reason why I don't agree with the voodoo one is because it's like probably isn't gonna happen.
100% won't happen. No,
So-
there's no probably too.
So for me, it's just another scam, and it's not that weird. The opium lettuce, it
See,
could
yeah,
be a scam.
No, just
but-
the voodoo
I mean, like,
dolls.
in terms
Just
of, like,
voodoo
the
dolls
opium lettuce,
themselves.
like, that's a real thing.
But
I
the
think
fact
if
that
I
it's a
paid
real
that
thing-
guy, I'd get that bag of, like, sand or sugar or whatever it is. Yeah. But
the
it's
fact,
not.
the fact that it's a real thing.
Just the voodoo dolls themselves, not weird, but the what's that word?
All right, and that would be your eBay weird items of the week, everybody.
That was a good one.
Thank you, everybody, for
good one.
tuning in.
You know, I don't think the socks are that weird.
I think that the socks are a little bit weird.
Man,
Yeah.
that has been a thing for a long time.
Because who do you know? Who do you personally know that would buy them?
I don't know anyone personally that would buy them, but I know that's a huge market, like buying like used women's clothing, especially undergarments.
Yeah, it's like
What's
a
the kind of
fetish.
person that you would
That's a
imagine?
huge market.
What's the kind of person that you would imagine in your head that would buy used women's socks with holes in them?
The
Dylan.
guy. Okay, that's a good one. That's a real good one. But I was thinking the guy in Toy Story 2 who fixes up Woody. He's probably got a drawer full of all kinds of old
Waiting to
women's
be
shit.
sewed up.
Yeah.
He's gonna sew them on.
He's gonna
his
fix
toys.
those holes, and he's gonna.
Yeah, maybe you're just a seamstress who, like, really likes the challenge.
Maybe.
Or maybe he's gonna. He might put his dick in a hole. He might. He might put the
I
sock on
wasn't
his
really
dick.
going
Right.
that far.
It's
But yeah,
so
there's people
far
out there
from
that would do
anything I
that.
would
There
ever
is.
conceive
No,
in
he'll
my
just
own
put his
mind,
dick
so-
Especially in a
Hole in the
Toy Story
socks.
movie.
Probably.
ruined
With
childhood
a
right
pinky
there.
toe, just dangle out a little
Yeah.
bit and rub
There-
against the shoe.
There are vending machines in Japan on the streets that sell used panties.
Really,
It's
That's
kind of
fucked.
weird.
That's weird.
That's
It's
real
a,
weird.
it's a
But
real
Japan's
thing.
weird, you know.
It's a
Japan's
real
different.
thing, man.
But anyways,
People are into that, and it's not like malicious.
no, but it's strange.
It's definitely strange.
But anyways, that'll wrap it up for this week's podcast. I want to thank our two guests here, Reader and Dave, who drove all the way from Old Miss,
Fantastic.
all the way from
guests.
Old Miss, just to be on the podcast for no other reason.
For sure.
Yep.
Not Thanksgiving.
No, that one. No, he wanted to be on here. Okay. But anyways, that'll conclude this episode of the podcast. And everybody, take care.
See you later.
Bros before hoes.